Yo, what is up, guys? It's the host with the moist voice, and you're tuned in to the Wake Up Wednesday podcast and the Wake Up Wednesday weekend podcast special. And make sure to go to our Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok where we have way more content. Anyways, guys, let's get into the episode.
I was like, shit, this cat, I had to hold him down. I was like, chill the fuck out. He just like scratched me so many times.
Oof.
It was the I knew he was going to give me the most trouble. Skippy.
Yeah.
The orange cat. He was always, the moment I left him in the bathroom, already meowing like the fucking end of the world.
Yep, meow. Meow. Meow.
Yeah.
Don't do this.
Don't
do this. I don't want to. I don't want
Somebody
to.
help. Help.
Is someone paying attention?
So yeah, just a little by little. I didn't try to get him too much, too excited, you know. Ease him into it, and then he took forever. Always squirming, always fucking everything, and then finally he settled down.
Oh, was the white cat?
Well, that was the first one.
Oh.
The second one, when I asked you for the towel, that was the black cat.
Oh, you already took both of them? I thought you were still with the white one.
No. Oh, so you didn't hear the
Skipper.
first one. The first one was worse.
Oh, no,
So
I did hear the first one. So
Yeah.
the second one was the silent one.
Yeah, the silent one.
I thought, like I said, I didn't hear a single meow on the second, I guess you could say the second cat.
He was an angel.
So I thought you were still with the first cat. So when I didn't hear any, I thought this nigga drowned. I thought he had enough. He just let his psyche take over and said, fuck this cat.
Yeah, my second cat.
And then all I heard is, fuck.
Yes.
Welcome to the podcast, ladies and
Yeah.
gentlemen. Oscar taking baths to his kitties.
For the
His
first
indoor
time.
kitties, may I add. Because these outdoor kitties, they don't need baths. They lick themselves clean.
Hey, my cats tried, but they have fucking fleas, bro.
They have fleas?
They have fleas.
How do they have fleas inside a house?
In my guess, I think I brought the flea in.
No.
Fleas. So I'm
They're
out here
camp-
chilling.
Well, I was about to say, yeah, if you touch, I think they're kitties.
And I chill with them.
I
Yeah,
think
I let them
kitties have
sit on my
fleas,
lap. I pat them and everything. Yeah, they're cool.
Dude, I think
But then-
about death all the time.
But yeah, I was like, damn, all right. But now I was like, I took my shower because I finally was getting rid of them. Tired of them. Sprayed my room down with them and the whole house as well. And then I washed the cats. The first one was fucking a pain in the ass. Second one was like an angel. She
Yeah.
screamed every now and then. She goes, wow. Like, yeah, okay, I'm sorry. Too much water. Okay, my bad. But that, yeah, everything else was calm.
Just drench them. Just drench them in water. No.
I feel so bad.
Did you get like special shampoo for the fleas?
Yeah, the flea
How
killers.
much was that?
It was like $6. It wasn't so
Yeah,
bad. But I
see-
bought the collars for $5 more for the flea killers.
Yeah.
And then I got an appointment for the vet next week because I need to pick up on their shots so I could start grooming them, taking them to like a groomer monthly,
Yeah.
just so they could be more hair free.
Well, I was thinking of taking Elsa to the groomers and getting like shaved.
For me?
Sure, pour me one up, sir. It's been a minute since I had some meat, eh? I think that's balanced here. But
Just
yeah,
a couple of shots of mead.
some maize here. Grazie. But yeah, we were talking,
Couple of shots of vodka.
and I totally
Go,
forgot
go,
this
go,
girl's
go, go.
background and stuff. But you weren't gonna read it, but
No.
her background.
Can I have it mixed a little bit?
Of what?
I don't know what you have out here.
All I got, all I brought was tequila and maybe some this.
I think it was pretty good. No,
Yes.
that's
Yeah, you
Is
take a
this-
little.
can I-
Yeah, just pour some out. Yeah, fuck it.
I think it was a good mix.
Yeah, this weekend it was Hyro's birthday, and I went to the store, and I saw this mango puree grenadine, and I was like, bro, fuck those La Bombas, the Cayman Jacks.
Oh yeah, fuck them.
They're too sweet. Let me make my own. And I did, and they were delicious. They were the
They
shit.
fucked me up. I'm pretty sure I threw up at that night.
What's crazy is I don't think that puree has a lot of sugar or anything, because I didn't wake up with a headache or anything. I was dead ass, like fucking wasted that night, to where the next day I thought I was gonna do shit, squat. But no, I woke up and I felt good, pretty
no
good.
Sugar, no sugar.
They're tipsy, right? Tipsy, or at least like hungover. Other than that, no headaches from the sugar rush or anything like that.
Yeah. What's that? It was the second shot of whiskey back to back that killed me. That was a little bit too quick. I regret that decision.
Yeah, you guys are playing Magic all night long, and it's like My boy was just going like, yeah, another shot of whiskey. Yeah, fuck it.
Yeah, man.
Everyone.
That tequila is not too bad. Like, I'm not a tequila person. The compadre, though, that I could drink. It's, like, pretty smooth.
For some reason, I can't do straight tequila like shots. I'll do it on special occasions, like Harvey's birthday. But I'm gonna mix it. I have to mix it with something sweet, at least fresca. Even though there's no sugar in there, something sweet.
Right.
I just can't do like all out shots. I'm not 22 anymore.
We were at, in Kansas City Monday. Yeah, and we went to like Harold's birthday.
Mm-hmm.
So like, hey, decided to go to a speakeasy bar. I was like, I always wanted to go one of these. Let's see how it is.
Is there a secret code you have to get
Low
inside?
key, dogs, you wouldn't have known.
Well, I
if
literally see like TikToks and YouTube. So like,
no, yeah, we were just walking down the street like, hey, it says it's around here, right around the corner.
it's this office.
And I was like, all right, it kind of looks like a hotel. Guy comes out, well, I'm a little tipsy. He just comes out and just like, I'm a little tipsy. The fuck. And goes, I was like, all right. He's like, hey man, we're looking for PS bar or PS speakeasy. He goes, you want about the call? You want it? You want it in? He goes, yeah. We're like, let's see. He goes, come on. Oh. So we follow him. We go inside. There's like hotel lobby. He goes, all right through those doors. It says like, it says something on the sign. I forget. I think it said like laundry or something.
Yeah, laundry room. The what's it called? The maid's room or some shit. Yeah.
At that point, we had a couple of shots. We were already fucking pretty wasted, and we're like, you know what? I trust this guy 100%. If this guy says it's right through those doors,
when I open the door, something gonna jump out, bite me in the penis.
So we try to open the door and it locks. It was like, I was like, oh, he was fucking with us.
Oh, damn.
He comes around, he goes, no man, you forgot, you did it wrong. He like closed it and then he opens it again, and then it opens. I was like, that's cool. Look down, staircase, straight down, nice little lights.
Yeah.
You can hear the little music going down.
As you go down,
there.
you just hear the.
It wasn't a club though.
Some blade shit.
That'd be badass.
Some blade shit,
it was
bro.
It was a bar. So we go down and then it opens up into a fucking like a downstairs bar area.
Did it look like a vintage 1920s speakeasy, or was it more of a modern speakeasy?
A modern 1920.
Yeah.
Because I would say modern due to the fact that there was no stage like for live event. Maybe they moved some chairs around. But when I walked into it, there was like pretty packed with tables. Not a lot of people. Like maybe a third of the room was full.
Okay.
And there was
also
different parties.
Night.
It was also Monday night.
It was also Monday night.
So I was like, damn, it'd be pretty cool. There was like live jazz, and they could let us smoke a cigar down here. That'd be. And they had some good whiskey. They had some good shit. I decided to go with the old fashioned whiskey.
I love old
14-year-old whiskey. 14-year-old whiskey. Yeah. I was like, this is the oldest whiskey I believe I've had. And I was like, yeah, just classic. And you know what? I had this $10 smoke option. Smoke it. Like add like a smoking texture, like they
for $10 they add smoke to your whiskey.
Like it gives it like a good smoky taste to it. Like they never heard of smoking.
Yeah, no, I've heard that they charge. It's an upcharge.
Yeah,
I thought that just comes with the experience.
No, it's a $10 upcharge. And it
for
was fucking
smoking
good.
your drink.
And they're like, big ice or what type of ice? Like, yeah, just give me a big giant cube there. Yeah, I was just there
for that. For smoking your cup
for $32.
Shit. Talk about a speakeasy.
And I was out, and it was chill, bro. Like the chairs were comfortable.
Jesus.
It was just a table where
Dave Ramsey would be rolling in his grave if he was dead. If he was dead.
No, yeah, we're just sitting like, I could chill here every week.
Fuck.
Like, come here, just chill.
I always wanted to
Maybe
go.
I wouldn't go top shelf like I fucking did.
Oh.
But
if you had it, you would.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. No, yeah, that's the beauty about, I feel like, stacking up. You know, like live like no one else, so you can live and give like no one else.
Oh yeah.
Like if I'm 26, but I act like I'm a broke 26-year-old, but I can be a 32-year-old at a cigar lounge drinking 14-year-old whiskey without a care in the world.
Hey, you know what? I'll say this.
Come on.
I felt so free and relaxed over there. I think it was due to the fact that I'll give it to him, David Ramsey.
Dave Ramsey.
Step 1 completed. I don't have it in a high saving neutral account.
But it's there.
It's there.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn, step 1 done. I had this extra cash. I could just go up there real quick, Kansas City with my brothers.
See, when else could you have said that going like,
exactly,
I have extra
other
cash.
days I'll be stressing. I'll be like,
stressing.
God, I can't do this.
I can't afford it.
Yeah, I can't go this hard.
I'm gonna have to save an extra.
I'm a slack with these guys down. No, this time I was like, let's all go in a lot, boys.
So imagine after even baby step 2,
Exactly.
you're at no debt, and literally the money you spend is what you got. What you got in your wallet is what you got in your bank is what you got. And then after that, 3 to 6 months of expenses, now you're really balling. In my opinion, compared to the whole United States of America, you're balling. No debt whatsoever. You know, okay, a guy might have more money in his wallet,
It's really
but he's
good. It's like a those ice cream bar that was
the
Lucas mango chili ice cream bar. This is that mixture. And I'm like, there's like a spicy kick to this.
I went on a date with this girl, and I mentioned how I used to be a fat kid, but my favorite, I was also a dumb kid, like coming from California. Bro, no, here's how stupid I was. I look at my mom gives me $1 to go to the ice cream guy, because he passes by the apartments, to get myself an ice cream. And I love drumsticks, but I could only afford the Lucas, ice cream bar, mango chili ice cream bar. And it had 100. Yeah, no. Yeah. Literally asking, and I'm thinking about this, going like, if I was the fucking ice cream driver, I would feel so bad. I wouldn't even charge this kid. This stupid fucking kid.
You make my day.
Is this $100? Oh God,
Get out of
kid. No, you see the ones here? They're $1. You 4-year-old Dumbo, Jesus Christ! But that's what literally taught me to just ask stupid questions.
Oh, yeah.
No, don't be afraid. But definitely, I was there like standing for like 5 minutes with the $1 and looking at the price and looking at the dollar. Like I'm missing $99. Well, I guess I was forced. I didn't know math, but I said I'm missing quite a bit. I'm missing quite a bit to afford your expensive ice cream cones, man.
I forget how old I was, but I know I still remember to this day having a idea and telling my dad and other people, if I had $100, I'll buy a house. I'll be able to do this. I'll be able to do that.
Buckle,
just give me $100, bro.
What is this? The 1970s, man? That $100 can't even stretch groceries. I went on a Target run for DoorDash for the first time. It was awesome. Pretty big amount of money, but it was definitely out there in the boonies, like past Andover, where that one lake is.
Over there by
past Andover. We went to it a couple years back.
Windshield Lake.
Not Winfield. Like St. Francis Lake or some bullshit. Yeah. You, me, Riddell, Carlos invited us.
That was El Dorado Lake.
No, it was literally. It's a straight shot on Kellogg, past Andover. I fucked up because somebody mistook my keys.
I remember that fucking night, bro.
Okay, we were pretty lit. Anyways, it's a lake.
Somebody stole my keys. I think they just found your keys.
Yeah. No.
I am convinced.
Listen.
Took them on purpose.
I'm convinced. If we were all friends, my friend would literally play a gag, play a goof on me, going like, "Well, this guy's freaking out," and I'm pretty entertained of this guy freaking out, So let's keep it going. And then when he gets back to the crib where we're all going, I'm gonna say, "Oh shit, dude, I mistook your keys." So there was that thinking, but also, oh no, maybe he just thought it was his keys that he didn't drive a car to.
Or they just ended up in somebody's bag. It's like, hey yo, in that thunderstorm, everybody was like, just grab something and put it in.
Okay.
Let's go.
Yeah, no, yeah. It was definitely
it wasn't just
it was the mist of the moment. Yeah.
It was a
my thinking is just like, because my buddies used to play we used to play pranks on each other all the time.
Right.
Boys are going to be boys. Pranks are just one of the things. But in that light of the moment, it was obviously hectic. But still, doing a Target run, and the total for literally, I think it was 12 items, $140.
What the fuck you buying? Like a speaker and shit?
No. It was
It
was bathroom shit. So like containers, a bath mat, and then some school supplies. So I guess she was supplying her kid with some school supplies, right? It wasn't me buying it. I was doing a DoorDash run. Just so
Right.
yeah.
There's somebody out here willing to spend that cash and
And
get
tip
delivered.
me $13 and pay the service and fees. But it was a farm out in the boonies, so clearly they got it.
They got it.
I don't know what they're doing, but if they follow anything that Dave Ramsey's
They
taught
make a
them,
whole bunch of money. Those farmers do.
fuck, come on.
You know, with so many benefits they have out right now, they're
Well, what
fucking giving
expenses
away
do they
stuff.
have? What expenses do they have?
It's not just expenses. People want them.
People want what? The farm?
The farmers.
The farmers.
Yeah.
Nowadays, especially.
They're
Well,
like-
you get this whole fucking ideology of capitalism is so bad, but they don't want to go out and live like an Amish person in the farm. Oh, my dream is to own land and self-sustain myself.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm still gonna go to Ross for my clothes. I'm still gonna go every now and then to the mall and eat some lunch. Okay, so do you want the system or not? If we didn't have it and we're all equal and socialistic and shit, like the Communist Party, we wouldn't have anything we have now.
Damn, I still got a shot of whiskey.
Fuck it up, I say.
You want a shot of whiskey? A frozen one?
No, I'm pretty good, to be honest.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, that whiskey is a little too strong for me. I'm gonna take a break from it, man.
Oh, really?
And downing the whiskeys, bro. Do I want to get lit and order $22 worth of DoorDash of ice cream again?
Sorry.
I'm so dead.
After you denying the whiskey, I could understand pussy. Sorry, what was that?
No, but people are making a shit ton of money.
They are.
I feel like people know this. I called it whenever these open borders are happening. People. Cheers. Very early Wake Up Wednesday weekend podcast, but we got a busy weekend. I got some money to make. We got to take advantage of every second this weekend and stack up. Definitely been blowing over my budget, but that's where the 3 months. When I do 3 months of budgeting on how I actually, because when I budget everything, I just only have $200 left based on what I made last month. So I got to do that for 3 months and then average it out. What can I eliminate? What can I not? That way I get a nice steady. So it's like groceries, restaurants have been blown over by $100 every month for the last 2 months. So it's all like, well, am I setting myself?
$100 on groceries, bro?
What's up?
You spend $100 on groceries?
I'm also a carnivore. Like every month I spend about $300.
Bro, hop in the meal that they're giving out right now.
What's going on?
Something about they're both buying meat.
Yeah. Well, my mom wants to do that because she wants to buy extra meat. You know,
I'm
it
okay
kind of
with it.
makes sense
I'll
because it's
pitch in.
protein. But the thing is,
If we need a deep freezer to keep the meat, I'll buy a deep freezer.
I guess what I'm thinking of is if I put in $50 worth of meat, will I get $50 out of meat? Because I know there's 5 other people in the house that will also eat the meat.
How long does $50 worth of food last you?
Perfect question. Amazing question. So if I go to the Carretera del Güero,
Yeah.
and I usually spend, so far it's been about $35 to $40 on 6 to 7 pounds of meat. So far it's been 7 pounds of meat. That lasts me for about 6 days. So every week I gotta spend roughly around $40. Give or take a couple days off, you know. But if I put that on bulk, I mean,
As in, like, all right, well, how
if
much?
I contribute it, right?
And what would be like, hey, this X amount of money would guarantee me 5 days worth.
I can also, in the lightest sense for
course.
myself, is also contribute $40, but also get even more meat.
Yeah, even
Because
better.
my mom makes extra meat, and it's always
100%.
there. No one's ever gonna eat meat as
No,
much as
no
I do.
time. Yeah.
So, but that's the thing about overeating.
And if you eat it, you eat it. 'Cause you pitched in. There's nothing wrong with it. Because
Yeah.
I know it's gonna be there frozen. It's gonna be there doing something.
yeah,
And you can change
it's
it
gonna
up
go
a bit.
bad if no one eats it.
Exactly.
And I hate seeing meat, especially meat, go to waste.
It's sensitive,
because no
bro.
one's eating a lot
And
of
you
meat.
know what? This whole family's gonna go carnivore. Like, now we got this.
Well, I love how it's not even the sense of carnivore, but jack up the protein.
Oh, yeah.
Jack up the protein.
Jack up the protein.
I had a conversation with my mom. You eat cereal in the morning. You eat squash and cheese. It's delicious. Very, very palatable. Like, she makes really good tasting food.
I hate broccoli and cheese.
But there's not enough protein in her diet. And literally, once you add just 2 eggs are like nature's multivitamin, I
Really?
heard. Well, it has so much that you can benefit from
It is an
than
embryo.
a squash.
It's like a baby egg. It's like a baby. You're eating a baby, so
Fuck it up.
it's like what's that people do? Getting fetus cells injected into the cells.
Oh, stem cells?
Stem cells. So
Yeah.
imagine like a stem cell shot, but in
Imagine
chicken
you
form.
eating a girl's ovaries.
That's a little bit descriptive, man. I don't know what I was like.
Imagine a girl gets her period and says, "Here, eat this." That's what we're doing with eggs, with chicken eggs. All I'm saying.
Who have you been talking to?
Who the fuck you been talking to?
Who you been talking
I'm
to?
not gonna lie though. No. Here's the thing, because I got pissed off yesterday night, and I love debates. Give me someone that I can not dialogue but have a debate. They're way too different categories, you know. And this new guy on it's called The Crucibles. He just does debates, but he's very, very to the point, and he will ask you stuff that will shock you, like, but they're questions. Answer the questions. And every time he asks these specific, what people would say outrageous questions, they'll go like, well, why even ask that? And it's all like, what? No, answer the question. Well, it's because I would answer it, but, and then they go like, yeah, but, and it's all like, dude, just give me a serious answer. You're a libertarian. So he's a conservative. The Crucible's a conservative. He's talking to a libertarian. He thinks libertarians think they own themselves. In the conservative light, we're very religious, so we think God owns us. So we follow a sort of set paths that we
Predestined.
follow. Predestined, justified.
In history, there was a big difference in predestiny and your own destiny.
Well, definitely like a
Self-manifest.
divine right.
I forget, it was like a good 1800s. Around that time, there was a good split when people thought of themselves as there's God's path.
Mm-hmm.
And then whenever America really got revolutionary, was a good spread of, no, I make my own dream, my own path.
Well, that's the Jeffersonian. Jefferson wrote the whole Constitution, Declaration of Independence, but he made his own Jefferson Bible. But here's the thing about the whole America: you had to believe.
He made his own Jefferson Bible.
Yeah. Search it. Look it up. Give it a goog.
As Mark Norman, Bible and autobiography.
Give it a goog. Well, he's the one that he was a 24, I think.
Hey
24.
Jamie, can you pull that up?
Yeah, give it a goog. Jamie, can you pull that up?
That's not gonna catch, all right.
But it's crazy how people say, "Oh, we're just libertarian and we wanted to branch out from the British government." Yeah, but we also had fundamentals. I believe.
That search up?
Oh yeah, Jeffersonian Bible.
Jefferson
Bible.
Yeah.
You had to believe in something. You know, Maryland was Catholic, predominantly Catholic, but the rest of the founding fathers, minus Jefferson, were Christian. And so they based their fundamentals, or American fundamentals, on Christian values.
I'm gonna buy this book.
So weak. I haven't gotten into depth with it. All I know is that it exists. So I can't speak upon it too much.
Hey, to my understanding, Jefferson could have been the Jordan Peterson of their time.
Definitely.
You're not gonna quiet me. Matter of fact, I think we should have our own rights, right? Yeah, let's write them down, boys.
Write them down. Like, this guy's speaking his mind, you know, a little crazy, but we'll let him write it. Anyways, the whole point of it is libertarians think they own themselves, and then the question was, well, if a brother and a sister wanted to fuck, we have rules against that. Look at your face right now. No, here's the thing. Everyone makes the face, right? And then answer the question. Do you think that's wrong, and we should, say so on what they're doing?
Yeah.
Or we follow the libertarian aspect of they own themselves, they can do whatever they want. It doesn't affect me.
Well, good thing I'm no libertarian, motherfucker.
No, but
okay.
Answer the question, right? It's all like, do you think it's wrong, right? Morally,
I think in my morality,
it's wrong,
yeah.
Right? But that's why we have laws against shit like that. That's why we have laws against shit like that. But if you're like a bleeding libertarian,
shit.
it sounds like what?
Targaryen shit?
Targaryen.
Yeah, Game of Thrones.
Look it up. Give it a go. I don't know what's going on.
I watched this series, Game of Thrones, the TV series, HBO.
I've heard of it. Enlighten me.
There's this Targaryen race which took over a certain kingdom, land, and ruled over for so long, and they conquered over by dragons. But they had a custom of fucking their own sisters and shit.
Relatives.
And relatives, yeah.
Yeah. I think that's
Like
what's
within
happening in the Middle East.
First blood. No, it was first blood shit. Always.
Yeah.
And they praised it. I was like, no, these guys are gods. You can't touch
Interesting.
this. It is only them that they could do this. Everybody else is fraud because you're not worthy to be like God.
Can you answer why? Well, who was the Egyptian guy who had a cleft foot, who looked damn near retarded? Like, he had deformities. The King Tut. I think it was King Tut.
King Tut. He
Yeah,
was
but
interbreeding, yeah.
Yeah. So is it kind of like that
Oh yeah,
in the Egyptian? So here's the thing. It's like
the
when did
English
we ever?
too.
Yeah.
Fucking.
Yeah, no, keep it
King,
in the family.
yeah,
Bloodline.
The palette? You ever seen the
my
palette?
God. Yeah, no, I've seen pictures of I've seen pictures of King James and shit like
the
that.
worst one. There was one with the worst one. He had it bad.
Well, at the same time, it's like there had to be a reset of fundamentals, kind of like what we're doing here in America. You know, especially speaking to that one woman. So I got to talk about this one step thing. I got this pack of cards, and I wish there was light out here. That's why I turned on the TV for some light. So I went to this one small step, which is amazing because it's part of the Tao Te Ching.
Tao Te Ching.
And literally, it translates to the first step. At least the book that I read about the Tao Te Ching.
You think it's possible?
Yeah, if there was any wind.
For some odd reason, this
Hey,
is really
people balance rocks. People balance rocks, and that's an indestructible phone.
Right.
But so I went to this one small step powered by StoryCorps. So this thing called StoryCorps, where basically they get people with individual ideas, sit them down, have a dialogue, not a debate, but a dialogue. Just
what do you
talking
mean
about
dialogue
yourself.
and debate?
So the difference between a dialogue and a debate is that you stand on a hill that you're willing to die on. I'll stand on my hill I'm willing to die on, and we scream back and forth of whose viewpoints reign supreme, you know. But a dialogue is just merely talking. There's no really, you can have your own opinions, but you have to also respect and not talk over one another. It's just dialogue. It's just that's what we're doing, right? Back and forth dialogue. But if we had a debate, then I would let you have 4 minutes. I would have my 4 minutes. You can't interrupt. There's rules in a debate. There's rules in a debate. There's rules. So in the beginning,
so you can say, bitch, fuck you. You can say that.
Yeah, but I have to keep my mouth shut for 4 minutes, and then it's my turn to come back. So like yesterday, I saw this debate on Muslim versus Christianity, and Muslims. So far, all the debates I've watched, Muslims love to talk more. They're the worst salesmen ever. They love to talk. Basically, I'm a Ford dealer.
I didn't say that.
I'm a Ford dealer, right? And I'm gonna tell you why Toyota's the worst. At the end of the day, are you going to buy a Ford, or you start to ponder, maybe Toyota's got something I don't know, and you're going to go to a Toyota dealer.
Why you mentioned Toyota?
So that's what Muslims do. Muslims like to talk more of shit about Christianity, while Christians go like, well, this is our beliefs. Here's what Jesus said. This is what the Gospels say. Muslims like to go like, in the Quran it says whatever the fuck, and then they for like 30 seconds. So they have 4 minutes. For 30 seconds they go like, our book says blah blah blah, and then they go like this, but in Christianity it says here, Mark 12:13, this and that and that. Why does it? And then they just question Christian for the next 3 minutes. You're supposed to stand your point for 4 minutes. You're not supposed to keep on claiming your opinions on what you think about the other side. Does it help you? In my opinion, it doesn't.
Don't they translate the Quran or something?
No, yeah. So they do their little accent, right? And then they break down what it means, which means this and that and the other. And for like 30 seconds to a minute, and then for the next 3, they literally just bash anything else. So let's take a really quick comparison: bodybuilding versus, a fat person.
That's crazy. That's way two opposites.
Okay. Okay, that's a good point.
Bodybuilder versus
taking steroids versus natural bodybuilding.
Okay, I can see the difference now.
Yeah. So steroids, I'll gain more strength and I look even better. Bodybuilder,
Shows.
I look even better and I don't have health effects.
Yeah.
That could be a debate. That's a good debate. But the steroid user would literally be like, so studies here show that you gain X amount of muscle mass in as little as 3 months. And then they go like, here's the reason why natural bodybuilding doesn't work. And then they go for 3 minutes on a rant why it doesn't work. The bodybuilder, Christianity, with natural bodybuilder would be like, well, here's the studies that say that our mental capacity is still, or our mental cognition is still stable because we don't implement any steroids in it. And then this is why you want to be natural or stay natural because of this and longevity for 4 minutes. So we just talk about the benefits, right?
Good, like an actual.
But the Muslims, the guys on steroids, would be just 30 seconds. We gain muscle. Then for the next 3 minutes, this is why they're not.
You're putting a high opinion out there for Muslims, bro. Are you sure you're standing by this?
I just don't think they're right that there is only one true God. I feel like in the Christianity and Catholicism, there's the Son, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
What if
three
I believe
separate
in 3 gods,
entities?
I believe in 3 gods.
Yeah.
Why no judgment towards me versus if I was a Muslim?
See, here's the thing. If you were Muslim,
I might become Muslim just to debate you.
If you were the truest Muslim ever, right? If you're the truest Muslim ever, then you would, so far from what I've seen on debates, Muslims love to just tease and love to name call, going like, I guess I should enlighten you because you don't understand. I guess
very bullyitarian.
almost like a little bull.
I made that up.
Like, I know it all, and this is what my God said, Allah said, and so this is right, which is understandable. Die on that hill, go kiss your black rock, because they kiss a black rock and pray. But that's what the fundamentals of the Christian theology is that why pray in a mass, pray in secret. So already, but this other guy named Dave, he used to be
Dave.
No, not Dave Ramsey. Like, not Dave Ramsey. His name is coincidentally Dave. A lot of Daves are coming out here. There's also a gospel leader named David. But for some reason, he knows the Quran to and from and back, like forward, backwards, and sideways. Yeah. And loves to. His points are so amazing. Going like, if this was true, and I'm gonna bury you here, and you're gonna get, fired up. And he calls them out on how they're gonna react. And it's very entertaining. He's an old guy too. He's like 50 something. He has gray hair, and he's debating these young Muslim kids who all they know is, in the Quran it even states that if someone has the opposite opinion, you must fight to them with the end on why their opinion is, or why their theology is king.
Oh, if you lose, you're a pussy.
Essentially, like fight on that, like die on that hill for Allah. And so it's a debate tactic, but that's what debates are. Dialogue is when you're just going back and forth, and you might agree on some points, you might disagree on some points, you expand on those points. A perfect example is when Jordan Peterson's podcast with like Joe Rogan, but then the Jordan Peterson podcast with Destiny. Yeah, like Destiny was just trying to debate him.
Wait, Destiny?
Yeah, that
the singer?
No, Destiny. I think I showed you a couple of videos of this fucking liberal guy, and he like talked a lot, and he moved his jaw. Yeah, he like talked a lot, and then Jordan Peterson was. Do you think you're in the position to question the medical community without any background?
First of all, don't cross your fucking fingers. Like, the moment he went like this, it's like, you're defensive right away, dog. Chill out.
Yeah.
So I already know your argument is argumentative.
And it wasn't a bloody vaccine. Yes, it was. No, it wasn't. Jordan was literally livid on this kid, and then at the end, when usually he holds an hour after it to talk about who they are, he only did 30 minutes, like 28 minutes of Destiny. And the main question was it, based on the Daily Wire, he does all that after a paywall, or with the paywall on. He asked him, so why did you want to interview with me? Well, I wanted to see what's going on. And from there, it was downhill for Destiny. He changed his hair blue. He's a bleeding liberal. He even stated on Jordan Peterson's podcast that he's more in the middle. He maybe leans left a little bit, but then he just went straight left. For some odd reason, went straight left. He agrees that feminists, there's a pay gap for women. Feminists, he's a feminist. He believes in equity and equality. All this nonsense, in a sense, in the light of difficult words, just nonsense. It's very nonsensical.
I seen the article. Well, the video.
Mm-hmm.
It was interesting, just due to the fact that he was able to debate a guy who has science background.
Jesus Christ.
I feel like some people forget that this guy is a professor. He knows the study. All right?
He reads for fun.
Yeah.
He reads for fun.
You're fucking going up against Google. Do you want to go up against Google and the smart shit that he knows?
Yeah.
And he goes, so just come prepared. And 9 out of 10, they don't come prepared. The 1% that comes prepared is I just want to interview.
Yeah, the dialogue. The
dialogue.
dialogue aspect.
That's
but
the 10%.
Even Jordan said he doesn't like debates. He doesn't like the whole back and forth, talking over each other, or even getting heated to the point. It's more just, let me find out what the hell's going on here.
Yeah.
Like a true journalist. I think that's what he said with the Newman girl, the interview, going like, he even asked her, he's all like, well, in order to think, you have to be offensive.
Se llaman en español un atomizador, eso que le hace así y sale agüita, un sprayer, pues así.
Un spray.
Spray bottle?
Sí, unos así chiquitos que venden.
¿Para qué? ¿Los
Para que le
plantas?
eches con jabón y le echas a los gatos debajo de las patas, así, en los sobacos, en las 4 patas.
Oh, for the
Y
fleas.
debajo de la cola.
Mm.
Nomás con jabón del que lava.
Edon y... Oh, so a spray bottle como para lavar tu
Diluted.
el cabello.
Pero esa cosa, tienes que ponerlo en esa que sale como un spray.
Yeah,
Spray
yeah.
bottle,
Just
yeah.
go to PetSmart and they'll tell you what to get, man. Like, I believe they make tools. We should use them. Like, if they have a flea collar, get them a flea collar.
All right. Buenas noches.
Buenas noches. If they have flea collars, I feel like get them a flea collar. If they have a special ointment that just requires 2 drops on their back, what's $60?
That was so many options. I was at Walmart and I was like,
No, go to PetSmart. Already, you fucked up. The guy that loves to smoke outside of Walmart, like a bleezy, literally on his break, is gonna. You go up to him and he goes like, yeah. I recommend instead of the guy at PetSmart that is probably loves pets. Loves pets. I'd say go to Petland or go to PetSmart, man.
I just spent good money on them. I'm happy.
You said you've spent $6.
It was $60 altogether.
Oh my God! What else did you buy?
About-
All I heard was a shampoo.
Oh, I bought the shampoo, the flea collar.
Okay, so you did get the flea collar.
Yeah.
Okay, a preventative.
Yeah, I wanted to keep a preventative.
Mm-hmm.
And I bought the cat litter. And so maybe I should go to
Cat
PetSmart.
litter?
Yeah. Well, I gotta replace that every 2 weeks or so.
The kit. Every what?
2 weeks or so.
You need to dump that like every week, at like on Sundays. You should be replacing kitty litter like if you buy a 5-pound bucket, you should go through that 5 pounds in a month.
Oh, really? For 2 cats?
Well, they're shitting and pissing on sand, and you're only gonna get so much of their feces, to where you would think that sand that they're stepping on still contains a bit of fecal matter. You should replace that. And you have 2 cats. You should replace that every week, bro.
Really?
In my opinion, bacteria
expensive.
grows on anything, especially in like a humid environment downstairs. In my opinion, I'm not a pro, right?
no,
I'm
yeah.
just thinking logically here.
Hey,
Like-
it's probably not gonna happen. But continue talking.
You got fleas, man. I think the problem's happened. There hasn't been fleas. I think like basically take out the common denominator. We didn't have fleas before cats. Your cats are inside all the time. They haven't stepped a foot outside. They contracted fleas. And they poop inside. I only clean it once every 2 weeks.
Well, I clean it daily.
No, you. Fair. You clean it daily, but that scoop can only pick up so much fecal matter to where there has to be literally parts, right? And so if they get fleas because bacteria or something attracted the fleas to that fecal matter, I would say there has to be, instead of 2 weeks, 1 week. And that would decrease the probability of them contracting anything. In my opinion. No professional year, right?
Oh, yeah.
But definitely, I would, what I do is go like, well, I would ask like a Petland employee or a PetSmart employee, or even like look it up on Google or something and be like, my cats are indoors, they contracted fleas, what could be the case? And then you'll get like different answers, clean the litter box more often, take them baths quite frequently, clean their fur. They're animals.
Right.
It's like they're gonna have to get taken
They
care
were
of.
self-maintained.
It
bro.
sucks that they're not. It sucks that
thought
you can't just
cats-
have a pet and have himself. That's why my pets are outside, because like Mother Nature's gonna.
Well, it's so sad that one day they might be there.
Yeah, I guess I have a sense of not being too close to pets. I still consider them animals.
Really.
I mean, they're family. They're definitely family. It would suck if one it'll suck if one day tomorrow, also just done, doozy out of here.
He's
I'm
gonna
gonna
die?
cry. Yeah, dies. I'm gonna cry. I cried when Pixie got taken away. She was fam. She was the best. Literally the best. I cried because my best friend is leaving. But
Time out.
yeah.
I hear the phone.
Well, it's my dad's, yeah. I'm pretty sure he's looking for it, yeah. I'm pretty sure he's looking for it. But I would cry. But now, do I think they should be inside with me all the time and replace a humanistic perspective on a animal? Probably not. I feel like that's what the generation's doing. I saw this meme of the 1970s. You had a mother, father, married, 4 kids. 1990s, mother, father, 2 kids. Early thousands, mother, father, 1 kid, maybe even single. 2020s, 2010s, 2 partners, not married, and a cat, or 2 cats, or 3 cats. So like, and then when you get this one video of a girl who has her puppy, and then it's a gender reveal, and she finds out it's a girl, she just drops the fucking puppy in like excitement. She just says, "Fuck the goddamn puppy!" Like, I'm having a girl here. Someone I can actually relate to and reciprocate. Right. I don't think pets should be replaced of the humanistic perspective. They're not humans. They're pets. Unfortunately, we have a duty to take care of them properly too. They can take care of themselves for sure, but I feel like it's sad that poor Sonny has to come upstairs, and then my mom just drags her downstairs. So like before, and I even told Mom before he came, like she would just be in the living room and just look at outside in the window. Skippy would do the same. They would lay down in the living room, not bother anyone. But I'm sure when we were all asleep, they would roam around the whole house. They would roam around, and that's their exercise for the day. How much space do they have downstairs? Like in the sense of like these poor animals. Like how much exercise do they really get? It's like we all want a Garfield, but that's also a movie. Unfortunately, they're animals, and they contain things like fleas, which you have to take care of. You have to bite that bullet, And so,
100%.
Yeah, if also gets fleas, I'm buying a flea collar, taking it to the vet, and I think that's what Tío Carlos and my Tío Ravel were talking about, how much they spent on their dogs when they ever had the infections at the vets.
Yeah.
And I go like, luckily and fortunately for us, so far also hasn't had anything like that. He does get fly bites, like the flies bite him in the summer. I feel like his pelt's too big, but it's always around his tail, like on the very top. He like scratches it, he nips at it. He has no ticks, which is crazy. He had a tick once,
I remember that day.
We popped that sucker out. We burned that hoe out. But we only took him to the vet once. I'm not sure what it was for, but the vet automatically recommended these $60 dewormer.
Yeah, it's a dewormer.
Dewormer, all this other stuff, and it's like, what is he eating that he gets worms?
But then we're like, so he's gonna do this naturally, right? Oh yeah, he's gonna survive naturally. But you should do all this extra stuff though. And like, thank you.
But
bye.
no, thank you. Yeah, no, thank you. Like, you're the worst salesman ever.
Yeah.
Like you could have sold me even more and took the whole.
He's like, he told me he needed it. Like,
or he's gonna die.
Like, put that in the bag, dog.
Like, yeah, no, it looks like I'm gonna need it.
Most of the I remember like there were conversations like, no, he would pass this naturally. He's gonna.
Mm-hmm. He's gonna shit it out.
Yeah.
Whatever was in his system, he's gonna shit it out. There's gonna be. I feel like he tried to freak. Yeah, I feel like he tried to freak us out, going, there might be worms in the poop or something, but he's gonna live. And it's like, well, then that's good for us. Yeah. Like, it's Mother Nature. There's not really a thing where we can. If there is a preventative, okay. Mm-hmm. But am I willing to spend $100 for my pet? He's family. But if I know that you gave me the answer that he's gonna still live, he's gonna still live. He's gonna drink his water in the morning. He's gonna eat the pet food that I give him. He's gonna chew on the bone that I throw at him.
Oh yeah.
And all we can wait is until death. Other than that, why am I? And I mentioned this earlier. I kind of want to take him to the groomers, not a vet, a groomer, to just shave his pelt because it's so fucking hot. And he's a German Shepherd. His breed, like Pixie, came from Hawaii. Her breed is from Hawaii, and so it's hot, right? But this German Shepherd's from like the mountains of Russia or some bullshit.
Oh, yeah.
You know, like Siberia.
Up in the mountains.
So he has a thick fucking pelt. And so I feel like it's my duty to go ahead and shave that shit off, or take him to groomers that can shave that shit off. But it's also a duty, in my opinion, to kind of figure out what's going on with your pets. They're not all self-sufficient. You know, you still have an obligation. You still have a responsibility.
That sucks.
They're your friends, but they're the friends that need you the most because they can't do it themselves.
That's crazy.
I don't know, it's that perspective. That's why I gave up Shep. So like I just knew that it was a responsibility, and I needed money. So I need to wake up every morning and take this guy out to go poop, get puppy pads and all, and I just was too much stress, so I decided to give him up. But like I mentioned in the podcast, he got picked up real quick in the hood because we were hood kids, you know.
Hey,
so we always adopted a goddamn dog anytime. Like, can we keep him?
Yeah.
So I knew he was gonna go somewhere where at least the kids needed someone else as a friend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you'll be better over here, dog. No offense, you're probably not gonna be here.
If I leave you at the east side of state, someone's gonna like not give him up, like keep him. They're probably gonna take him to the like shelter. That's what my thinking was. If I take him to the east side of states, where there are mansions everywhere.
Why don't you take him to the shelter yourself?
No, I don't. Why take him to the shelter where he's gonna probably be there, and if no one adopts him, they put him down. That's what the shelter is. If no one adopts him during a set amount of time, what is it called?
Humidify them?
Yeah, I was gonna say it starts with an H. It starts with an H, but I don't think it's humidified. I don't think it's humidified. I don't think they're lifting. They're raising their humidity levels here. Not humanized either, because I don't think they're doing experiments to humanize. It starts with an H though.
We're gonna fucking kill this dog.
They're gonna kill him. That's all we can say. in the sense of no other word we can think of right now, because we're pretty lit. Or I'm pretty lit.
I'm pretty fucking wasted. I got 2 shots.
Uh,
And that, like I said, meat hits in the right places, man.
it's wine.
It's wine.
It's wine. You know, I
It's
think the whiskey's still a conversational liquor.
Oh yeah. 100%.
Yeah, no, it gets me. It gets you there, but then you kind of sip on it. As you sip on it, you don't you don't surpass the there. You kind of just stay right there. I don't know, but so during this whole one small step conversation with this 54-year-old woman in a house full of PhDs, we had very enlightening conversations. But they had these conversational cards, and so I picked up a little pack. So go ahead and pick any card, and ask me the question that's on the card.
All right, dog. I got you.
I'm excited because I haven't read these, and I'm gonna go ahead and pick a random card. I'll answer yours, you answer mine.
All right.
Go for it.
All right.
Let's talk for a change. That's their slogan, which I like.
What's my premise? Am I an actor, or am I giving true opinions to this card?
True opinions. What the fuck? What the fuck? Why would you act? Why would you wanna?
We're doing a skit. I was like,
no,
we're not doing a skit. Okay. True facts about Oscar. Or I'm asking about you, right?
Well, whatever the question, I don't know what the questions are. That's the thing. It's like, just ask me the question, man.
We'll go to the abyss.
We'll go deep. We'll drive deep. We'll travel deep.
Eric.
Yeah.
Have political discussions or arguments strained any of your relationships with friends, family, or coworkers?
Yes. Yeah. Definitely. Once I express.
Whoa.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Didn't say explain.
Just a yes, bro. That's all you want. We're gonna go there. Just a yes.
Continue.
But
how did these are what political discussions did you have that ruined the most recent relationship that you can think of with your friends?
Definitely, I try to get my homegirl Brianna on the podcast. but she's like very free and open-minded spirit. And so she has this friend, Finn. Talked about Finn, you got one more day. I'm kidding. I think this girl is taking too much testosterone, where she doesn't know who the fuck she's messing with an actual man here. You know, like chill the fuck out. But I also want to ask specific questions on, like, I want to pick their brains a bit. But as a bleeding conservative, I feel like, you know, I have divine morality of how women and men should act. And unfortunately, I feel like this girl dude is giving some bad advice to my homegirl Brianna, which is preventing her from getting onto the podcast, which also ties into her looking at me some type of way, because she's more closer to the girl guy rather than knowing the actual Eric, you know. And so based on my political views, this girl guy doesn't want her to do the fucking interview or dialogue, if you will. And that's where I feel like it's kind of strained our friendship, me and Brianna's, because I don't like Finn. Finn, you got another day.
Hey, Finn, you hear that, dog? One more day.
You're a man now. We're gonna deal with this like men.
Yeah.
I don't care
grab that shit
if
by
you
the
have a pussy. See, like if you here's the thing, we got canceled right then and there. You know,
Most
you just
likely.
drove him further into suicide. That's my issue.
That sounds like one less problem to deal with.
Fuck.
That's
dark. That's dark. Bro, that's fucking dark.
Bitch won't do it though.
Fuck, bro. You know, back in my day, men used to handle this one way in the streets.
Because the
Literally.
other ones kill themselves.
Literally, if you had an issue with somebody, you would go bodies with them in the goddamn bathroom. You would put the gloves on after school and go box, but then you'll be cool afterwards. Other than that, I don't see myself, if Finn says something some sort of way, I don't see myself slapping the shit out of him, but I do see myself putting him in his place. Like,
Verbally?
here, like literally the verbal thing I'm gonna say is, I think you're taking too much testosterone. You should probably cut down the milligrams, which would drive him insane. And her friend Brianna would be like, why would you say that? Yeah, I literally knew when girls are on their period, and called 2 girls out individually in high school. The one on the bus that unfortunately I backhanded.
I remember that day.
It's not funny. No, it's not funny.
No.
You shouldn't do that
It's
whatsoever.
No, because I'll tell you.
We're not condoning the abuse of women. I've grown.
No, yeah, we're not.
I was
condoning
only a
anything.
sophomore. She was I think I was a sophomore. She was a junior. She was sitting next to me, and she was blabbing on and shit like that. All of a sudden, my hand goes from like,
Why did it do that?
I don't know,
Do you know why?
blacked out.
You did.
All I know is that this girl was just rah, 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 rah,
was
in my
next-
ear, and then next thing you know, bah,
You know what happened?
and then
I'll
she
tell
moved
you.
seats. Or I think I moved seats. I think I moved away from her.
I'll tell you what happened to fill this void. Because I was
Oh,
right
shit.
next door.
Okay.
I
This is a first.
Yeah, no. It was the funniest moment on the bus history, just because I was like, I remember, because she was just yapping and yapping. I was like, Eric.
You told me?
Yeah, I told you to do it. I'm surprised you did it.
Bro,
I was like,
I thought I just did it off the whim.
I was like,
bro.
Eric. I was like, that, Eric. It was like, because we were watching WWE and shit. I was like, bro, just fucking slap her. Always slap her. And for some
You
reason,
guys took advantage of my stupidity.
for a moment in time, slow motion, I saw your head go this way and do this way. I was like, he's doing it.
Oh,
And
no.
then end here. It was here,
And
here,
you see this
and
red
end
mark
here.
on her cheek.
And I was like, he did it. But I was like, oh. I was like, no, we can't dumb this shit down. We gotta hype it up real quick. Oh, we gotta hype up the shit. I couldn't let you get you in trouble.
We're high schoolers. We don't know what the fuck we're doing. It's like that one video where the dude like fake slapping his bitch, and then his friend in the back, he's all like, boy, I'm proud of you, but you going to jail. Hey, boy, I'm proud of you, but you going to jail.
I was like,
We do not condone the hitting of women, just so you know. But the second time, right, that was the first time, but I knew that she was on her period. because
I didn't even know that. I
well,
just
here's the
thought
thing. Like, a couple days after, I don't know if she found out what happened or like the true story. Like, you told me to just do it, so maybe she just thought I was a dumb kid and she felt bad or something.
I think I did tell her. Honestly,
Okay,
I was like,
well, there's
hey,
that.
yo.
Yeah, I told him, so don't get mad at him. But she sat next to me, and we started having a enlightened conversation. Sat next to me a couple times over, but one day she was starting to yap again, and I just said, "Are you on your period?" And she said, "Why would you say that?" And she like left, like she just moved seats. Now the second time, if the boot fits, I'm just throwing stones. If it hits, you holler, right? She hollered. Now the second time was the homegirl Anaí, because we were still cool after this whole situation, but she was very emotional because when you're on your period, women are very neurotic, so they're very negative naturally, especially on their period and puberty. So this is around the stages that happens, and so she's on her period. She has spiked up anger. She takes it out on, I think, me. We're in a group. I usually hang out with females in high school. Tao, Amelia, Anaí, Estefania, Nancy, all of them were the homegirls. Now there was a couple of dudes, Jose, Dennis the Menace, and Dennis the Menace. Dennis the Menace.
He's not just Dennis, dog. He's Dennis Menace
the
till he
Menace.
dies.
My nigga. And Devin and his twin brother,
Oh,
Dakota.
Devin.
Anyways, that
I
was the
remember
group.
Devin.
And he like gets upset or something, and I just mentioned like, "Are you on your period?" And then she just goes crying into the girls' restroom. And the homegirl, Stephanie, who's been my homegirl since middle school, goes like, "Why you gotta be so grosero? So rude,
Yeah.
you know?" And I'm like,
Straightforward.
sorry,
man.
yeah.
Yeah,
But
like,
here's the
why
thing,
gotta be
like
so
that's how
straightforward?
it's been.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be straight. I asked the ice cream man if a fucking ice cream was $100. I'm gonna be straight fucking forward here.
Yeah, it's like, hey, yo, I'll question.
Yeah, no,
Because
I'm
I'm
gonna
looking
question.
at you in a weird way right now. Are you on your
Not
base?
even that. I know you, and you're acting some sort of way.
Yeah, I'm looking
So
at you a weird
either
way.
something happened recent, and I just knew this from a young age. Either something happened to you, or something's happening. And I just kind of went to in girls' cases, the extreme of the period, which is natural. It happens once a month. It's understandable. Why is that such a controversy topic? I'm not sure. Finn still has them, maybe. But Finn, if you're on testosterone and you get a period, man, stay the fuck away from me. I'm gonna tell you off. And so far, I've been nice because I don't want to get kicked out of the school.
All right.
Yeah. Oh no, that's the biggest part. Is I haven't said anything because I hate for her to go and running and telling anybody. Like that's what the fucking guy at Sam's Club did. This 20-year-old kid, like there's two positions for manager, right? But there's an opening for store man or like the head manager. So it's a competition. Where they're looking at us, bro. Like may the better man win.
Mm-hmm.
He goes and tells our assistant manager that I told him that this is like, yo, may the better man win. And apparently that was offensive. Apparently competition is offensive.
You can't do that.
I can't say that,
Yeah.
or he can't
No.
go and run and tell somebody.
You can't use that as your defense. No.
That's my scapegoat.
Guys, you can't use that as a scapegoat.
What's my scapegoat? It's a competition. I'm going out for that manager.
Exactly. It's a competition. You can't. No, you can't.
So
just
why
go rap.
why can't I say it?
Why would you fucking say it?
That way he knows who he's messing with. Top dog here.
No, why would the guy go running off, snitching to the manager?
That's wrong.
Yeah.
No, okay, I thought you said I was in the wrong for telling this guy that, yo, you want
No,
that position, I want that position,
No, I'm
made the
saying-
better man win.
Yeah, why would you go off snitching to a motherfucker? It's better man. It's just a saying.
Well,
It's
it
a
was
saying.
literally 2 weeks of me and him snitching on each other. Because I fight fire with fire. Unfortunately, back, like, literally in January, I was fighting fire with his fire. So we were going back and forth, and even the manager that we were going to acknowledged it, going like, you guys aren't going to get along. So we're going to put you on separate schedules, but we still need you guys in your positions, lead supervisors. And yeah, from then on, it's kind of just bad blood. But then other employees that he was watching as a lead, because I feel like being a leader,
Yeah.
you hold responsibility. You need to show your workers that you can also do the work yourself. Workers that he was supervising and I also supervise would rather tell me what this dude's not doing as a supervisor, and then that I would feel like that's a 1-up, so I'm gonna go tell. Which why the fuck am I doing that? My workers are complaining about this lead supervisor. I feel like I have an obligation to tell this assistant manager, this guy is kind of just barking orders and he's not really putting his back breaking work. You know, he's mostly just telling these guys what to do and walking around the store. And now he's made a buddy on forklift that he gets on the forklift and just jaw jacks. And he's watching everyone do back breaking work. He has Sylvia, let's call her Sylvia, that's 40 years old, working until 11, stocking dog food. Damn. Shouldn't he be a man and stock dog food? I literally, when it was my position to close, I'd say, all right, boys, what do you guys want? Work to your strengths. Oh, Sylvia, you're good at organizing, do paper plates. I'll do dog food. I want the heavy lifting today. Connor, go ahead and fucking do laundry. Brian, go ahead and do napkins. And then at the end, we'll all converge at because of the most things that we had to stock up were toilet paper and napkin rolls. Like those big, it's Sam's Club, so you get those big fucking stacks. And it's easy to take care of. But this dude was mostly just barking orders. And so we were always butting heads. And then I stepped down because I started WSU Tech. And I'm all like, I might as well just be a part-time. But no, it's all like, as soon as I got my Toyota, I said, fuck it. I'm going to DoorDash full-time. Fuck you guys. I don't need this. I don't need this. I can get 2 jobs. I got 2 jobs. I can get 2 jobs, man. Fuck it up. And so your question.
Cheers to that.
Yeah, cheers. So your question is just, Finn, you got another day on my political views. And so that's where I feel like I can't have a relationship, friendship. Because, you know, there are good ships, there are wood ships, and there are ships that sail seas, but the best ships are friendships, and may they ever be.
Oh, fuck yeah, they sink to the hell bottoms and let David
Don't add on. Don't add
Fuck it.
Don't add on. Just take it. Just take it. All I heard was, oh yeah, they don't sink and they don't. Don't continue it. Stop. Like Jack Black when fucking Megan was singing. Stop. That was good. No, that was, you try. I dig it. Write it down next time. Practice it, and you can add on for sure.
And then
I love filibuster. All right, let me give you a question here. Once again, let's talk for a change. One small step. Conversational cards. There are also a lot of conversational cards I want to get for the podcast, just to kind of fill in some gaps and extend the podcast a bit.
Oh yeah.
And they're awesome. Who has been the most influential person? This is deep. Who has been the most influential person in your life? What did they teach you?
Depends on how much length of life are we talking about.
What's going on?
I looked up to Rey Mysterio for a long time, up to I was 16.
Why?
He was a short man, was able to take down the big dogs, never give up on your dream, and you could be the heavyweight champion.
And then you found out it was fake.
Even if it's fake, if it's rigged, the dream was real. I felt that it was real, and I was happy.
Rey Mysterio
Was like the
taking
longest.
Taking down giants. Big Show has nothing on Rey Mysterio. So, I dig it. So Rey Mysterio for a time. Now, when did that stop?
Like I said, like a good 16, 17. And
after that, it was the swag face.
It was like, yeah.
You looked up to who was the artist you would listen to during the swag face a lot?
Shit, Crickle Bangs, Justin Bieber.
What?
Wow, this is Justin Bieber, bro.
Just to get it on record. Whoa. You were a Bieber fever guy.
For the record.
you had Bieber
for
fever.
The record.
For the record, Oscar had
aspirin
Bieber fever.
For that Bieber fever, bro.
Yeah, he was dying on it.
Bieber.
Okay, hey, no, I'm not judging.
I hated that
criticizing.
Guy. No. I hated Justin Bieber for the good music he was playing, the bitches that he was getting, and all this fame. And I was like, I want to be him.
Okay.
So I try to be this motherfucker. And that's what I was like, I need to believe in myself. Hashtag Justin Bieber album. I believe.
Hell. I looked up to Pusha T like you looked up to Bieber.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, a drug dealer wanting to make it big and did big. Fuck, who else am I listen to when you're doing the same?
Right.
Come on. No, yeah, so Bieber, now you're 26. When did that stop?
Shit.
I'm getting that you just looked at a lot of different influences.
Yeah.
As you
I was
grow.
like, yeah.
You know what I mean? When did you get into Jordan Peterson? Because you kind of, I think you put me onto
22?
him, to be honest.
I was 22.
2022.
I was 22 because I was
Oh,
in
you
Mel
were
Hamilton
22.
Ford.
Yeah.
The reason I heard about
Jordan
Peterson, Jordan Peterson, was that one of my friends at Mel Hamilton was like, "Hey man, I just saw this debate where this psychologist destroyed this interviewer, and this is what needs to go happen." I was like, so at the moment that got aired and viewed, maybe 4 days after that,
Mm-hmm.
I got into him. So that's where I got my journey in.
Interesting.
So after that, I was like, who is this guy?
Have you been keeping up with him?
So far, not really. Up to recently, other than the
When you were
interviews.
25.
When I stopped listening to him hardcore.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had like a 4-year gap before I was like, shit, I think when you introduced me back into Jordan Peterson, telling me that he's still doing shit and still going even bigger and better, and he was always around, so for sure.
Mm-hmm. No, what about now? So let's talk about the now. Who impacts you right now? You look up to, who can strive you to the highest form of possibility.
That is very hard to say.
I guess you did answer the question, though. I guess you did answer the question, yeah.
Man, this is very... I don't want to be religious.
Hitler.
But honestly...
no, I'm just kidding.
I idolize.
That was a phase.
It's
Anyways, you don't want to be religious. So wait, what?
Let's be honest, it's God.
Okay.
There is a God to me. And that's my image of him. That's my belief of him. And hopefully we're cool. But I was like, I'm going to do my own path, and one day I'll go back to you. One day we'll be there.
Yeah, I feel like that's a cop-out.
Yeah,
I always had this opinion. Well, I always had this opinion where you have atheists that grow into, like, not Charles Darwin. The guy, he was an atheist, but then he called himself a cultural Christian. And then now there's Russell Brandon, who was very hedonistic in his acts, acid, threesomes, foursomes, all the way. And then he gets baptized at age like 45, so now he's just a Christ believer, so now he's interviewing Christ. Only fangirls that do OnlyFans, but then give themselves to Christ. Now, it sucks that I'm thinking like this because I feel like it's a cop-out, which you shouldn't. I think anyone that goes into Christ's hands is a beautiful thing. At least now you know some sort of morality.
Right.
In my opinion, at least now you know these standards that have worked. And fortunately, it took you, or unfortunately, fortunately, it took you this long to realize it. Sooner than later, in my opinion. But when you're like, because I've been thinking about this too, it's like, if I put down everything that I believe in, going to church, 10 Commandments, not following hedonic pleasure, but I succumb back to my Catholicism at age like 50, 60.
Beautiful.
I don't know, right? Because I feel like I kind of already went through that for the last 8 years after high school, not following a certain structure.
Yeah.
But then there's that guilt that Catholicism is very about, is dwindling on guilt. That's why you go to confession. Christians kind of don't have that. And so, yeah, I feel like I'll just have more shame in myself if I do put everything that I've believed in. I just think it's a cop-out. But I think it's still beautiful that they recognize why for 2,000 years this one book has been outlasting so many other beliefs.
Hey, no, I praise it. And I said, it's out there. And fuck yeah. Like I said, I'm not saying there is no God. I'm no atheist. There is a God. And it is through my Catholic beliefs. I got these morals to stand on.
Yeah.
And I'll take that to my journey on until I come back full circle. It's going to come back around sometime.
So, if I can ask the question,
Of course.
why have sympathy for the devil?
Oh, really? That's part of the questions?
No. Fuck.
Oh.
No, I'm just kidding. But no. This is my personal question.
Yeah.
Why have sympathy for the devil? In my opinion.
Yeah.
Because we discussed this, and I did a little bit of digging on Lucifer, and I think we discussed this too about how he was an angel, and angels have already
Oh,
conscious,
predestined.
right? Predestined consciousness. So he consciously revolted against God. And God is the all-knowing, so he already knew. And I think he already knew that one of these angels is going to commit blasphemy
Yeah.
and fuck me over. I just never knew it was going to be Lucifer. So I'm going to give him earth. I'm going to give him hell. Like, go ahead and rule that. So just know where you stand here, you know? But why give sympathy to the devil? Because the devil is the all-encompassing being of everything that is sadist, you know? Everything that's like the dark triad, psychologically speaking, Machiavellian, psychopathic, narcissism, and sadist, not Satanist, sadist. The devil is the whole compounding of that. Why give sympathy to someone that voluntarily, consciously knows that they're acting like that in order to pursue some sort of evil stuff? It's just ultimate evil. Why give sympathy?
Damn, man, that's a good question. And my ultimate belief is just, dog, you fought for what you believe. You failed, but you still have this courage to go. Congratulations. Hug it out. And I still know the devil, and I was able to hug the devil and still chose Jesus and God. I am more happy in my path that I chose versus the moment I am presented the devil and Curry behind Jesus. Oh no. Versus, oh yeah, I know devil. I understand him.
Mm-hmm.
I know he's behind me. God is always behind me. Jesus is always watching my back. He's never there to fight my battles. Thank you.
Would you?
So,
Yeah.
When I get to that age, to that realization of that, well, turn my back and be like, I don't no longer fear the devil. I could turn my back and face you full on. I feel like that would be age 50, 60. Because at that point, I'm like, I got nothing to fear. I'm able. I'm happy.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah.
No. You're supposed to say, I'm willing to die.
I would die on that.
I'm putting my life on it. I'm putting my life on it. Well, Jordan Peterson, I think we mentioned Jordan like at 60. At 60. But he says like that Lucifer.
How long are we?
We're at 71.
That's like an hour and 30, so we're still around 2. So another million? Me?
Yeah, I poured myself up, man.
Oh,
Come on.
Yeah, dog. I'm catching up then.
You're slowing down here. But Jordan Peterson quotes.
You got no more of that mango juice?
No, but there is this mango electrolytes, which is pretty damn fire.
Not too bad. I'll try it.
Pretty flamo. Here's a water, by the way. But he quotes Lucifer as being behind him. You mentioned Jesus is behind you, so he's the one pushing you towards greater possibility. He's the wind on my back, not the spit on my face. Why not? He's in front of you, leading you to greater possibility. Do you put yourself at the forefront before Jesus then? Or after Jesus? Rather than the Satan's behind me, and if I turn back, aka turn back on my opportunities, he will somehow convince me. You know, there's stories, the story of Jesus traveling for 40 days, and the devil tried to convince him 3 times, commit suicide, do some sort of unjustful things, but he said no. I'm not sure about the third one. But I hold strong truths about what Jordan says, is that the devil's always behind me, and Jesus is in front of me, leading my way. So I'm willing to succumb and kneel before the Prince of Peace.
He turned around. I have yet to come to turn around phase. Like I said, the day will come when I turn around and the devil will be behind me and Jesus is in front of me.
But right now,
at this moment in time, presently,
both are behind you. Or is Satan in front of you?
No, Satan is in front of me.
Oh, shit.
Devil's behind. I mean, Jesus is behind me, being the wind on my back. So,
if I'm dissecting this a little further, and you could tell me if I'm wrong here, and how Jordan says, and you could tell me what you think about this. Nowadays he says a lot of that. You could tell me what you think about this. Anyways, if I'm dissecting this further,
yeah, go ahead.
You'd rather, and I think we did discuss this about the Nietzsche quote, one who stares at the abyss stares into you, and one who wrestles with monsters is soon to become a monster. You like the fight with Satan, and at least you know that Jesus is always behind you, pushing you to keep on fighting.
Yeah.
I guess I would say, when do you think that would turn around to where you would have Jesus lead you, and the devil always convincing you behind
When I'm 50.
around that age?
Around that age. When I'm literally lived the life that I was like, damn, dog, I lived half of my life already.
Half of your life?
Well, if
Boy,
you live to
you a quarter.
100,
You a quarter.
if you gotta live to 100,
A quarter.
I'm gonna live to 100.
So you're a quarter.
Yeah, I'm a quarter there.
1/4.
1/4 there. Another fourth of my life.
And you spend a fourth of it sleeping. So technically, you're kind of right. A half.
Yeah.
Shit, you're kind of right there. I'll give you that one.
So
You spent a quarter. I think you spent a quarter of it sleeping. So yeah, you're kind of right there.
So yeah.
Interesting. So if we didn't, no, we already had. We were in those times. If you don't sleep, you lose more life points. You lose more life points. But I like that scenario of, because I mean that's what Jordan says. Bring it on.
Bring it on.
Bring on the darkness. I think I told you this too. I hold death by the hand every day.
Yeah.
But that makes me know that if I'm waking up and doing this harmonious dance with death every day, I'm never going to let people outside of me and death's dance, and I guess you could also call death Satan, disturb that, because I'm enjoying it.
You know, I'm pretty sure Jesus is back there cheering you on, say, "Hey, yo, dog,
I could be dancing with Jesus too.
And
on
do another
Sundays,
play.
right?
All right, do his favorite song next.
Here's a good.
Continue.
Tell me what you think about this. Death is the amalgamation of both Satan and Jesus, or do you think death is just the third entity?
Death itself.
So we have Satan as ultimate evil,
Yeah.
Jesus as ultimate good, and the embodiment of God. What is death? If God is the ultimate judge, right? And you could do what you want to do, but God will judge you. That's why the Christian belief of, letting you do what you want to do, but we're here to help because we love you and brothers and sisters of God. But what is death? Is death because in Dante's Inferno, death is the one, like in the game. Death, you battle death in the beginning, but then at the very end you figure out that death, you didn't defeat death.
Yeah.
Death already got you, and he sent you down below.
You answered it yourself. I think God is all knowing, bro. God is there. I think he is that. God is death. He is the ultimate judgment. Is he not the one who tells you you're done, your time is done, dog? He is there at the beginning, at the end.
Yeah.
He's a judgment.
He already knows when you're gonna die.
At that point, you decide
What
you
you
go
do as you
Jesus
live, yeah.
or that. At this point, God just says, "I gave you life. I'll take it away from your life. You decide what you did in that moment in time."
Well, that's the whole debate about free will. Like
That is free
when
will.
Cliff debates those college students, and they go like, "Well, we're here," like how we were discussing, we're here in the now, but we also have free will. Ultimate evil, ultimate good. You
Constantly
decide.
playing,
You
yeah.
decide on what you want to do, and look at the man in the mirror. Look at the man in the mirror. Where are you at? Where could you be? Where have you been? And could there be better opportunities like that woman that I discussed with this whole one small step, Tao Te Ching.
Tao Te Ching.
It all starts with the first step.
Step one.
Yeah, the white privilege aspect.
Oh yeah.
It's like, why do you need to take a knee and be so virtualistic for me to progress further than you? Because I think I told you this too prior to the podcast, is that then all of a sudden, when the minorities become the priority, white people have now the excuse of saying, we did that. If we didn't take a knee for you guys, you wouldn't have been there. So why take a knee? Why not let us catch up?
That's the ultimate issue with corporations. I think that's why corporations should rule America.
Well, we are a capitalistic society. Without
We should rule
corporations,
as is, then.
without
versus-
LLCs, what do we have? Literally, what do we have? Just literally
Green babies.
hedonic acid trip hippies
Exactly.
on a commune growing their shit-covered carrots.
We'll fucking lose. Somebody invades, we'll fucking lose.
Yeah, no, they probably have a gun or two, but other than that, I mean, they can definitely. The thing is, it's sustainable. Like, humans have been living like that for thousands of years, so it's sustainable. But unfortunately, we're in the now. And when hippies go like, we live in the now, What does that mean if you're not living in the now? You're not contributing to society, you're not paying your taxes, and you're not giving higher duty to what you're obligated to do.
Mathematically, we push them to the side and call them outliers and ignore them from the stats.
Well, that's the darkest sense of we need sheep. We need sleep sheep.
I
I want more people like that. Why? Because my son that I'm going to teach values of capitalism is going to sell your kid and yourself life insurance, timeshares, clothing on his back, the food that he eats. Why is that so bad to think? Oh, because we're all humans and we should be equal. That's how you think?
Hey man, he got the golden.
There was never
Now
a
you know
top
how you know
hunt.
the best way, as in art of war, know your enemy. They're just telling you how their battle strategy right now. They're trying to play equal. Now you know the baseline. Just one up them.
There's never been a top hunter.
Yeah,
For as long as we've been around, we never praised the top hunter.
exactly.
We've really never. No, we have. So it's like, and then the hippies go with their whole
Olympics,
movements of like.
in a way. I was
The
an
Olympics.
Olympic strike for a moment. Well, I was watching Olympics
Mhm.
for this year. For some odd reason, I was pretty entertained.
It was disgusting.
I was in the fucking swimming. The swimming Olympics, bro. A 500
Does it get
meter.
intense?
Imagine head to head.
Who's gonna win?
Who's gonna win? It is the last strokes. You are tired. You know how swimming takes, right? You swam.
Yeah.
Do that on a lap 4 times, full speed against other people who are going full
Nope.
speed,
Yeah.
different strokes. Just it's like at the end of it, it's just like damn. Michael Phelps killed it. I'm like,
Wait. Michael Phelps still competes?
No. This is I was watching replays and shit.
Oh,
but
okay.
This year around, it was pretty cool. It was the female.
Yeah.
Female. I forgot her name. There's a female American swimmer that is just killing
Won
it.
first.
Yeah.
America,
golden.
buddy.
And I was like, damn, she is fucking killing it.
Greatest country in the world.
And America took a good shit.
We took a pretty
this
good
year.
amount of gold. China obviously took more medals, but
Do you
not
know
enough
where
golds.
the next Olympics is gonna be at?
Where?
LA City.
LA?
Angeles.
Los Angeles? He
I
said
might
LA
go.
City. Never heard LA be called that. LA City.
The LA
Los
City.
Angeles City. That's crazy. The city of Los Angeles,
That's
but
right.
never heard LA City. Hey, I dig it, bro. Come to America. We had the Olympics in America one time. I forgot when it was. I think the 70s. But no, it's gonna be. We already seen the woke mob take over the Olympics. Why is a fat LGBTQ drag queens at the Olympics in the first place? I want to see athletes with
That was at the
bodies that
Olympics?
represent their athletes. That was the opening Olympics. The whole fucking controversy about them portraying the Last Supper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Why is there a
wow.
fat piece of shit in the middle of the Olympics, an
That's
athletic
kinda weird.
event? I don't even care that she's like a drag queen or identifies as non-binary. Why is there an obese woman? Facts. This is just facts. Why is there an obese woman at the Olympics?
What if Adele performed? at her
Adele.
heaviest?
Have you seen Adele now?
Well, I know Adele now.
Come on, you would rail, right?
I
But would you
Adele
rail
back in the day.
2012 Adele?
I would. Fuck.
I have
have a
standards.
thing.
I have standards.
I have a
bro.
thing for them chunky ones.
So the girl I was talking to
yeah, a little chunky
had
monkey.
no. She was a black, thin woman, right? Fat ass too. But here's the thing.
Nice.
I realized something about myself. That out of the 28 bodies, about 60% of them were big. Now, here's the thing. The ones I kept around always had a thin structure.
Mhm.
Preference, man. Preference.
Preference.
When I want to fuck, I fuck a fat bitch. But when I want something serious, for some reason, a thin structure lets me know she's halfway there.
She's halfway there.
She's halfway there. She's halfway there as in she already doesn't eat a lot, so she knows control. Because that's a big thing. Self-control. I know that. 240 going at 200, you have to control your calories. So she knows when she's hungry and when she wants to eat. So already halfway there. Now it's the psychological, the psyche. What's her beliefs, her personality, how does she move around the world?
Man, you know some nice people. I met this bitch who was a meat breaker, the bitch that makes herself throw up. And after she was with me for a couple of like a month or two, I was like, "You're getting kind of big." She goes, "Well, I've been happy with you, and like I haven't been having the feel to change my body and make myself throw up." I was like, "Damn, that's why I liked you, because you fucking make yourself throw up." That might need to change.
No, but what about the fundamental? I liked you because you were skinny.
Yeah.
But now that you're getting big, for some reason we have this proclivity to believe that happiness means that you gain weight and risk yourself to diabetes and the pharmaceutical company. Why? Why not be happy and still be thin and active? I feel like that's the strongest bond. I feel like if two couples are really, really in it, like really happy with each other, they would still be the same weight that they were when they were in high school. Because Jordan Peterson gained a lot of weight, but that's because there was a lot of dynamics going on, even with his marriage. His wife got cancer, depression.
He got big.
He got big, yeah. He said when he did the carnivore diet, because his daughter has all these immunity dysfunctions, switches to the carnivore diet, doesn't believe it's true. He does it, then he's a believer, right? Our parents are going more protein. They want more meat. So they see the results on who Eric was and who he's becoming. So he might know a thing or two we don't. So should we probably take him seriously? It's
Probably
not just
not.
gibberish. Well, we don't know until now, in my scientific experiment, if you will.
Right.
If I keep something going, I think this is what also the socialist scientists don't get, is that when you dress up in the morning, you're not dressing up for yourself.
No, you shouldn't.
You're dressing up on how you orient yourself around other people and how people perceive you. So
Right.
you always have that subconscious. But nowadays we're seeing, no, it's all about me and me and me. I want to dye my hair blue because I feel like it's good. Why don't I have a lot of friends? Why don't I stick around? Why don't my friends stick around? Who's the common denominator on those two situations? You.
Oh.
So if the world isn't the way you want it to be, maybe you're not acting the way you should. Oh,
So that's a Jordan
I'm
Peterson.
putting my life on it. And yes,
Yeah.
it was. Yes, and you got me. It was a Jordan Peterson quote from his 12 Rules of Life seminar.
Seminars, I kind of believe seminars now. I used to
on.
not believe in seminars.
Still a little bit here left if you want me to top you off here.
Go ahead.
Check that out right there.
Nice.
Some good mead.
It's a good, fantastic
But
meat.
I gave you another card if you want to go ahead and dive in or delve into this.
Another
next
card?
Another card. I gave you another card.
Oh, shit, you did?
Go ahead, man. We're going to 2 hours, 3.
Hey,
Fuck it.
All right.
It's a Thursday, man.
Let me change the premise.
I just dated this whole thing. Let me take a piss before you ask that.
Yeah.
Go ahead and keep these guys.
I'll keep the premise going. I'll put on the background for everybody listening right now. Right now, we got a crowd of 200 people. Spotlight. A good auditorium of 200 people, so you know it's sold out. You guys are here watching the Eric and Oscar debate or conversation or whatever he likes to call it. These are controversial topics we're going to talk about. Can the answer be spoken in today's conversation? Only you can choose the answer. But we could all listen to what's going on. Bam, bam, bam. Enlighten. That should be the terminology for 2024 and 2025. No longer woke. No longer hyped, zigzagged, or whatever the terminology is now. It's enlightened. Hey, yo, you know what? I just got enlightened.
Enlightened, man.
Oh, yeah, man.
Enlightened. He got
with
a
him.
higher sense of responsibility rather than to diving more into his hedonistic tendencies.
All right.
Yeah.
So, background, we got 200 people right here.
One small step. Hello,
Watching
guys.
us.
Welcome.
This is a controversial topic. I'm asking Eric here. Can you tell me about someone who has been kindest to you in your life? Damn, bro.
The only one I can think of is my mother.
She's the kindest woman, bro.
Yeah.
Gives a shirt on her back.
Yeah.
No, continue. This is biased a little bit.
Yeah, no. The kindest person in my life, I always consider my mom my best friend. In the sense of psychology, she was the authority figure as a kid, but as an adult, so she didn't have her cake and eat it too. She didn't want her kid to be the best friend and an adult to be the best friend. It was, I'm the authority as a kid, you're going to listen to me. But then she knew when now I'm an adult, I'm thinking like her. I'm thinking that he's not seeing me as his authority, he's seeing me as another person. So I should take him a little bit more seriously. But she understood that. A lot of other people I talk to, they just think of me probably as how you would say, how you would say, very controversial. But that's because I go deep. My mother doesn't care how deep I get.
Oh yeah.
She's gonna understand. So definitely the kindest person would be my mother. Out of everyone, the second ones, if we had a top three, would probably be.
There's no top three. But
Okay,
continue.
no.
No.
We're gonna stop there. We don't want to get too deep here.
We don't have to
Because it's so far, I would say teachers and peers, but I feel like that's their job.
Their job is to inspire.
Yes. Yeah, I feel like that's.
I think I always wanted to be a teacher.
I never wanted to be a professor, but the more I'm starting to dive more into this whole thing, a lot of people look at me like that, and it's like, fuck, might as well just take the role.
For some reason, I want to be a 3rd or a 5th grade teacher.
Oh, why those grades?
3rd grade is is when you get introduced into history and science.
The Third Reich.
Imagine, and Hitler's her right.
No, stop. We won't get into that.
The antique ball. Still the same.
3rd and 5th grade. So introduced to
Yeah.
science and what?
The 3rd grade, you get introduced into history and science.
History and science.
And so I was like, imagine being that first spark of inspiration to the youngest minds of science and history. Hey, this is the world, and this is how people write the world. Yeah, here's the math, multiplication, division. It gets a little bit more complicated. Let me be that introduction. 5th grade, I love the camping trip. I love hey, I'm going to middle school hype. Hey, this is a good transition year. It's up to you at this point, man. Because after that, you make it.
I think that's the biggest one, the transition.
Yeah.
Yeah, the nervousness of what's middle school going to be like, the abyss, if you will, of, I don't know what, I only heard stories, right? It's crazy to think that when I was in 5th grade and going into middle school, I still knew the kids from 5th grade.
Yeah.
But the change was so big. Like, it was literally, I thought it was going to be, I knew these kids from 5th grade, so they're going to still be here at this level.
5 years.
All of a
Kindergarten?
sudden,
6.
No, because I switched so many schools.
Oh,
I went
that was
first.
my
I went
issue.
kindergarten in Caldwell, 2 years at Washington Elementary, 2 years at Linwood Elementary, and then 1 year at Beach Elementary. So elementary school was very everywhere. Met people, let them leave.
Did you
met
ever
people
have 2 years in a school, didn't you?
Yeah. So Caldwell was 1 kindergarten, and then Linwood or Washington was 1st and 2nd. Maybe that was Linwood.
I think Linwood.
Linwood was 1st and 2nd.
Yeah.
Washington was 3rd and 4th. Beach
Yeah.
Elementary was 5th. But I only stuck around Curtis because we were there. Everyone was there. All those 3 years. Southeast, all 5. Or all 4.
Yeah.
But I guess that's why I don't have the same thinking about elementary. But the commonality there is the stigma of going from 5th to middle. And so I
Yeah.
thought everyone was still here. But then as soon as middle school turned around, like, it was a great differences. All of a sudden, people think they're older.
Was there a conference I missed?
Like, fucking hell.
Did you guys all rage this already?
I smoke. Bro, you didn't smoke last year? I'm in middle school now. What the fuck? That's the difference. I dated a couple girls. I date all the girls here. It's middle school. High school.
First year?
I'm a pothead. It's like,
Yeah.
fuck. Like, what am I missing here? What the fuck do you know? Who you been talking to?
Who you been talking to?
Who do
Who
you?
you been talking
I know
to?
all the teachers. You're in the 6th grade. How do you know the 9th grade high school teacher?
How you high-fiving him, dog?
Why are you high-fiving the 8th grade math teacher or the English teacher? How do you even know him?
Right? It's like, did I miss something?
I think I'm missing parts of people's lives here. But
Right.
that's what my curiosity is about individualism and psychology, is to get to know people like that.
Yeah.
And I feel like that actually brought me more service than disservice, is kind of like the military kids that transfer from school to school to school every so
Just turned
often.
into an apple juice for some reason. Very interesting.
That electrolyte tropical punch, man.
Mm.
You're getting a rehabilitation of
Right.
electrolytes while still getting drunk, so I feel like it's a good mix.
There's a good balance of it.
I feel
Keeps
it's
you
a
hype
good
up.
balance.
It's like a Red Bull, but healthy.
Yeah, because it has no caffeine. It has your B vitamins. It has your B vitamins. All right, so next question from One Small Step Story Corp, which I encourage everyone to check out. The link for my conversation will be below. I can't post it, but you guys can definitely go and visit it whenever it's available.
Nice.
So I'll post that on the podcast and the YouTube. The links, at least for it, whenever they're available. Miss Polly and myself's conversations. So here's the question. Was there ever a time when people with whom, I like that, whom, you share similar views made you uncomfortable? What happened? Wow. That's okay.
Did I share some of those similar views that made me uncomfortable?
No. Was it similar or different? No, yeah, similar views that made you uncomfortable. Huh. Interesting. Talking to someone, similar views, but then it was kind of like, I don't know if they've, I don't know if they really believe it.
Oh man. Not anything recent. I've been in a
Just anytime, I suppose.
anytime I suppose, if that's the narrative, 3rd grade, my friend Juan.
Fuck Juan, no.
No,
I'm
Juan
just
is still
kidding.
cool.
Yeah, Juan's cool.
Yeah, Juan's cool. I still talk to the guy to this day.
Juan, you're the best.
And
Keep it
but
up.
I remember there was a competition or a trick or something. If a guy comes up to your hand and puts an X on your hand, closes it, you can't open that hand until you slap a girl's ass.
God damn it.
But
I
it's
remember that.
And I was like, what?
I used to ask girls, can I just slap your ass to get rid of this? Yeah, sure.
See, no, man.
Jesus.
I felt so, I was like, hey, yo, Juan, what's up? I was like, hey, yo, you hear what's going on around the school? People are putting X's. I was like, yeah, you gotta watch out, right? He goes, yeah, that's crazy. He goes,
Does it on
right?
you?
I was like, hey, he's like, let me see the hand. He's like, yeah, here you go.
He
You
just
did this to
told
me,
you.
brother.
The betrayal.
I was like-
The betrayal.
I thought we shared the same views. It was just, because now I gotta go get some ass, bro.
But there's the goof, right? There's the guys playing goofs on people,
Yeah.
on each other.
Yeah.
Really.
Go
So
grab
that's
that ass. So I had to go grab an ass to my crush. I was like, I ain't gonna slap a normal ass. Well, I'm slapping ass. I'm gonna slap my crush's ass.
Do you think that gave you encourage to? I mean, then again,
She looked-
sexual assault nowadays is kind of big.
Back in the day.
What if you're part of that story? Oh, in 3rd grade, this guy smacked and grabbed my ass.
that was me?
I'm
I'm present.
I'm still
Continue.
still here,
I
sweetie.
accept it. Yeah.
No, yeah,
I was
fuck.
there. Ain't
Yeah.
nothing wrong with it. I did it.
Listening to the Whatever podcast, a lot of girls can't get over those speed bumps. I finally listened to one with an actual psychologist.
Yeah.
All of the girls thought they knew something until this guy spoke. They kind of just shut the fuck up finally. Out of all the Whatever podcasts, and it's clearly entertainment. He's in the Brian, the guy, the host.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
in the entertainment business. It's just entertainment. He invites OnlyFans girls specifically, not really girls that are actual feminists or really have those viewpoints. They're just OnlyFans girls, coincidentally, that are feminists. And they always talk over each other and have disagreements with the guests. But as soon as the psychologist came in, they didn't have a flag to stand on. They had to shut the fuck up and listen. And literally one of the girls I knew from other podcasts that would always talk like she knew it all. Like she knew it all. Only fangirls that know it all are dangerous because they think they know it all. But this psychologist who has a PhD kind of knows a thing or two. And so for the first time forever, she shut the fuck up. Didn't argue, kind of just took it. Like, finally, at least now she understood that, oh, someone's in front of him. Someone's in front of me that knows a thing or two, and maybe I should keep quiet. But there was a couple of them that, you know,
Kept stepping the line.
try to debate him on a couple things, and he would give him the benefit of the doubt, the devil his due, if you will, of like, I agree with that sense, but maybe
That's a perfect argument. It's like, I agree, but. It's like, all right, here's this. Here's some sugar. Here's a fucking hammer, bam.
Yeah.
Suck.
Yeah.
That's how arguments work. It's like, hey, you dig it?
Here's
I
the
ain't
sugar.
crazy.
I'll take your sugar. Now here's some salt.
Yeah.
And it's a pretty big chunk of rock.
Like, we're not stopping now.
I'll take your cube. I'll take your cube of sugar,
we
but
ain't
here's
stopping.
a big fistful of salt to denigrate your sugar. So it's the politest backhand you can ever get. Literally,
yeah.
the politest backhand you can ever get is, like you were saying, Destiny arguing with a psychologist such as Jordan Peterson, an academic even. Fuck the psychology part. An academic.
But puts his life on shit.
Did I ask you the last question?
I think so.
So Juan, definitely. Okay, so next question here.
Next, you want to do another round? These controversial topics are very interesting,
These are very they go on for a minute.
and they're not very debatable. As in, like, your answer is your answer,
Yeah.
and no matter what answer you give, you won't offend somebody unless you talk about Hitler. Because I noticed
I'm so weak.
a good 99.999% of people I'll talk about Hitler get uncomfortable.
Here's the thing.
I
Like,
have
I
yet to
don't get
meet
uncomfortable, and I actually know and can view, like Jordan Peterson has studied the Holocaust and Nazis forever, and when you listen to his Harvard lectures, which were like from 1990s, or I think the early thousands, it just looks like the 1990s. Yeah, he says Hitler was very organized, and when you read his when you read his book, he was very. You never met a man who showered so many times a day. And so when you look at his regime, it's very organized. When he developed the stadiums, there was lights everywhere, so he wanted it to be lit. He was a very organized person. Where can you see one individual, who would literally start everything, a war, and start occupying different spaces, just one person? Like, you literally have to give the devil his due.
You have to, bro. You have to.
But the point where people start to get very iffy about it is just because of the word,
right?
because of the name Hitler.
Like, all right,
You mentioned Hitler, all of a sudden it's controversial. It's kind of like rape. Women who have been a victim, you mention rape, they're gonna get uncomfortable. The stone was thrown and it hit them. They're gonna say, "Shut the fuck up! You don't know. You're a man. You're misogynistic."
What people will say,
You're probably you're a Nazi too.
I'm not saying I'm a Nazi and
I just
anything like that.
understand individuals, and
But-
if you don't understand that you can be a Nazi soldier, you if you can't understand that you were a plumber or even a secretary, and a dictator said, now you need to go kill these Jews in this bunker, and you said, oh, I could never do that, then you don't know yourself like you know yourself. You need to dig deeper.
Oh yeah, man.
Everyone has the capability for that. We just don't do it. We don't. Why would we? You know, I can literally stand up right now on this table and start dancing like crazy because I want to, but we don't. Why? Because that's not socialistically normal. But when you have a dictator who's very organized, who's started a Reich, for God's sakes, who took average people and let them burn other people, give the devil his due. He's a smart man. No, he was a smart man.
One of the praises, not saying I praise Hitler or anything, but one of the things I
Acknowledge.
I acknowledge of Hitler. He is the most recent Julius Caesar, a conqueror. He is the most recent conqueror that we had.
I would agree.
This motherfucker was about to conquer the world, almost.
Come on, yeah.
He had it all planned out, figured out. He goes, yeah, you gotta give the devil his due.
Mm-hmm.
He goes, if we take the word Nazi and see, if you see a statue of Julius Caesar, would you not want to buy it or get it? Like, wow, this guy was a conqueror. But if you see the Hitler sign, if you see his shit going around, oh no, You can't rock his mustache. That's fucked up.
Yeah, no. Charlie Chaplin had that in America, like the
He
Hitler.
rocked
Everyone makes a joke now. Hitler just ruined that style.
That's not
Because someone of great
he took ownership.
controversy started it. So if I do it, all of a sudden it's connected to Hitler. And so if it's connected to Hitler, you're probably Hitler. No, maybe I just like the mustache. Maybe I do want to stir up controversy. Maybe I want to like expand on your viewpoints on what do you really know. You know,
Yeah.
have you read his secretary? I think he was his secretary who wrote down everything that Hitler said in a meeting. It's a whole book too. I forgot what it's called, but it's if you read it as just a book and not as a Bible, you know, then you're acknowledging rather than praising, right? And so, and I think that's the first time in a long time I said right. I hate when people use right.
Right?
Right? Americans use right like British says, isn't it?
Oh, like Canadian says that one. A.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
A. After any fucking.
Well, that's exactly what Hitler said, eh?
A. Right?
Yeah, right?
Isn't
it? Isn't it? Yeah, no, I've been watching a lot of British people reacting, and they always say, isn't it? Oh, that's very good, isn't it?
Oh,
It's very delighted, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's basically America is going
Yeah.
like, well, this McDouble is very good, right?
Right?
And but when you put the word right, you're already subconsciously putting into the other person's mind that you're right, which I hate when people, and I hate when I do that too. I'm trying to do it even less because I want it to be all facts rather than opinion. Because when you say right, I feel like that automatically goes into opinion rather than facts. So there's that. Right? I'm kidding.
Fucking shit, right? The fuck? Now I'm trying to think about it. Damn. That's crazy.
I feel like it's okay to say because you're thinking.
I like the word in general. There's a good pausing phrase.
Yeah, it's good. I mean,
take a breath.
So like when you look at Jordan Peterson's prior podcasts, he moves his hands. He's always been moving his hands since lectures. But what he's doing nowadays is he closes his eyes and thinks about what he's about to say. But he says it really fucking quick.
Yeah.
And before that, he used to look up and think of like trying to articulate, get the words together, almost like if it's like right there in front of him.
Like that would cause me to get backlash. I can't use that word. This word right here.
Processing power.
Use. Perfect. All right, and then let me say it. All right, here's that. Because he knows
in a millisecond, like seconds.
He has to say these words live.
Yeah.
You can't just whip out your ass when you're a professor. When you got your career on the line.
Especially when he doesn't say a lot, but when he wants to say it, I feel like here's the comparison of his is how would you say? When he's thinking, he goes like, how would you say? Looks up to the stars and tries to articulate, searching his mind for what the proper word is, and then he says it. But that's like, it takes like a second, maybe 2 seconds to do that. But when you say for like average people like you and me, we say and then we take like 4 or 5 seconds to think about what we're trying to articulate.
Yeah.
So it definitely it gives you a better intel. Like when people say, "Oh, you're just so deep. Why not live in the now? Why not go deep? Why not? Why not investigate further on what you can accomplish?"
You know what's wrong with going in deeper? Just like,
yeah.
Hey, stare into it.
Stare into the abyss.
Yes.
Are you sure about that?
I bet my life.
Ask me the question on the card, bro.
Oh, shit, it's a new card?
I gave you a card like 30 minutes ago now.
Ladies and gentlemen, 200 people in the crowd right now. You guys enjoying the event? You're too modest. Too modest. Next question. What do you think is going well in our community? What needs to improve?
Fucking shit. I can tell you this much, Mr. Renteria.
That's the name.
Mr. Vasquez.
Renteria Vasquez.
Mr. Renteria Vasquez. Is that when we're looking at the state of America, we're seeing a failed republic.
But what's going well with the country?
I feel like there's more things that are going wrong than well. Now, what is going well?
Yeah, that's what we're going
would
first.
be the counter-enlightenment movement.
Yeah, let's go positive first and then negative.
So the positive is that people are starting to look at theology as not mythology, and following those patterns of what worked for others, human beings, and let me test this. They test it.
Re-invoking like a new enlightenment period coming through. You think
The
that's
proper enlightenment. I feel like
the proper enlightenment.
the proper enlightenment movement.
Well, this, like I said to the crowd earlier,
Mhm.
it was. Oh, God.
You're too modest.
Too
Too
modest.
modest. You're too kind. You're too kind.
Earlier, people were saying they're woke and all these other phrases, but nobody
Yeah.
has used enlighten in a long period of time.
Mm.
I think that is what's coming around the corner. People are being
The actual enlightenment. So here's the thing. Here's my. And you tell me what you think about this. I swear, Jordan
I'll give you my
Peterson
2
cracks me
cents.
up. You tell me what you think about it. So there's 2 propositions for the word woke. The first one is how the hippies use it as enlightenment. I'm now aware. I'm now not confined to the normalities that everyone does, and so I can do whatever pleases me. I own myself. No one owns me. So I'm gonna make my own food, have sex with whoever I want, and there's no responsibilities but myself. And we can all love each other. Jesus Christ. The second form of woke would be the still fundamental of breaking through the confines of what you thought society was, but using it to your advantage in the sense of pursuing a higher form of responsibility. So in both subjects, both took in 5 grams of shrooms. One took the 5 grams of shrooms and started to have sex and wants to start a cult. The other one took the 5 grams of shrooms and figured out there's more possibilities. Let me go take the opportunities, aka a higher sense of responsibility. Because I think Joe Rogan said that he knows a lot of billionaires that are enthusiasts of psychedelics. I don't know if he's mentioned their theological background and what they believe in, but after you get to this whole psychedelic thing, you realize you can't do that every day. And so I feel like theology takes this form of the psychedelic fundamentals, without taking the psychedelics, giving you a sense of responsibility and duty, than always tripping balls.
See, my understanding, I didn't know the first understanding of the hippie woke definition of it, but my understanding of the second definition of wokeness that happened in the most recent of ages was this belief of I know more of my elders came around. You don't know what sex I am. I am binary. I am this. I am trans. I am whatever.
I don't own myself. That's where I feel like I'm coming at it.
Okay.
From that, I agree with you. But that's I
think that's bad.
I feel like I own myself, so I can figure out my own pronouns, do whatever I want, have sex with whoever I want, and make up my own decisions. And how is that working?
So it's going to shit for them.
In my opinion.
That's why I was like the enlightenment period is about to come up.
And then there's that. That's the first woke. The second woke is I don't own myself. Something is higher above me, and so I want to take the highest form of responsibility and know that I have a duty to accomplish.
But what wokeness is that? I can't
that's
find
the
a
second
definition
term.
though.
So, in my opinion, I feel like that's what Pusha T said when he in one of his songs. I forget what it's called, but he uses the word woke. I don't think he was using it in the hippie term. I think he was using it as, I know what I can do with this money. Let me put myself on a higher pedestal, if you will, rather than think we're all equal and I can just do whatever I want. Stay woke. Stay.
I am battling the concept of wokeness for the second term with you.
So,
see, my definition was the whole entire
I made this
bandwagon of wokeness. So everybody was using the word wokeness as their leverage.
Nowadays.
Yeah,
I used the word. So I wrote this song with my homie David called Woke. Or Woke Motherfuckers. And this is right after I took shrooms. I knew that there was a higher sense of responsibility for myself. So I'm woke. I know that so both characters kind of take the responsibility of, we're not supposed to be confined to what corporations think.
Mm-hmm.
But here's the thing. I want to be a corporation. I want to know that I can put clothes on people's back and feed their families by signing a check. That gives me gratitude. I'm helping people. And I'm
I
not
missed
holding
that seminar, I guess. The third
I'm not-
step, the end step.
the end step.
Because people usually finish off at the second, and like, I know this, and then have an end goal of sharing their wealth towards others. It sounds like that's
It's essentially what you're doing. Now, here's the thing. What does percentage have to do with anything? I
like
made
80
$1 billion.
Yeah.
I'm sharing 10%. I'm sharing 5%. I'm sharing 1% of it to people. What the fuck does it matter? How much of wealth do I give to people? I worked hard for this. At the principal, I worked harder than this other person, but I'm still giving. Yeah, you should give more.
No, I'm talking about the 89% of the people that are claiming to be woke but are not woke. I am claiming that the movement that has taken over America is the wokeness of the 89% of people that claim to be woke.
I guess
True wokeness, the 11% of wokeness people do believe in sharing the wealth after accumulating that higher belief and responsibility.
the weak can help the weak, but the strong can only help the strong. Yeah, if
But-
you're broke and in
let me-
debt, you can't help the poor.
Let
You're
me-
poor.
let
You're
me
broke.
Say something real quick.
Yeah.
A experiment / observation that I made.
Yeah.
Humans are just like flies, man. This fly seers that I had collecting and them buying and everything, right? It reminded me of hell. It was like, damn, man. Once one fly goes in, the other flies don't let him go out. He tries to fly, but the other ones pull him down.
Bro.
And I was like, damn, man, he's trying to escape. But you're the guy holding him down is also trying to escape. I get it, why, but you also killed another guy.
Yeah.
You're adding to the flock.
That's exactly what my dad said. The hyperbole or the mantra of the story that went, and there's an Asian man, there's a Mexican man. The Asian man has his worms, or they're fishing, has his worms in the box. You know how my Tumemo had the box, you have to buy the box. Opened. He let any worm get loose, but no worm was holding him back. Now the Mexican had the lid on top of it, and anytime a worm tried to escape, other worms would get him back. So this is my woke enlightenment theory. You tell me what you think about this. Is that both the hippie and the billionaire went through the same experience, but the hippie still has the lid. The billionaire doesn't have the lid on.
There's a random topic,
I feel
side
like it's-
story
Yeah. Oh, okay.
to this thing that you're saying is the flea experiment. There they get
The
these
jar.
scientists, the jar,
Yeah.
the fleas that lived the next generation was unable to jump higher than the lid even though it was open. A generation brings also down people, but it just how high somebody jumps is how.
So I can't stress this enough because
Don't stress it.
I want to get your thinking of this
Of
kind of
course.
concrete. The hippie breaks through the confines. He's the one flea that breaks through the manifested jar. A billionaire also breaks through the same imaginary jar. But one flea can jump higher than the other. Because one flea still has the proclivity to think that he's still in the jar. That's the hippie.
The hippie goes back after jumping out of the jar, goes back into another jar.
He wants to create another jar.
He wants to create another jar.
While the billionaire flea wants to just be free. Literally free. He, in my fundamental experience, listening to a lot of rap music, J. Cole made it from nothing. Jermaine. And it's quite germane to this
Cool.
topic because germane is meaning very high purpose.
J. Cole.
And
It's
so,
always on my playlist.
Kendrick Jermaine Lamar. So they're very, very important. Anyways, he said, you can't take it when you die, but you can't live without it.
Money.
So he could have easily grown out his dreads and be a, how you would say, who's a pot smoker Jamaican man?
Bill Maher.
No, it's a Bill.
Bob Marley.
Bob Marley. He could easily been a Bob Marley, but he knew that he had a higher sense of purpose of, let me stack it up and create this business where I can help other rappers find the pursuit of finding the happiness in the pursuit rather than the pursuit of happiness.
And, I did enjoy that album when he got all those rappers together in one household and made
the third
one,
Dreamville 3, I think, or something like that.
Kid Dreamers? No. It's one of my favorite.
Give it
albums.
we gotta shout out the album that was
We do.
definitely fucking
I
popping.
remember.
For 2018 or 2019. It was during the pandemic, I think.
Yeah.
Hey, shout out to Dreamville. J. Cole doing his thing, literally coming up from nothing, and he could have stayed at nothing, but he decided to,
my phone died.
give people a job. Fuck.
Revenge of the Dreamers part, I think 3.
Yeah, exactly. Revenge of the Dreamers 3. The second one was cool. The first one was even awesome, I think.
Yeah.
I listened to a lot of his albums, not all of them, but yeah. So your question was, I think I answered it.
What was well with the community, and then what needs to be improved.
Yeah, so what needs to be improved is people need to find a higher purpose.
Find your higher purpose.
Everyone's always in the pursuit of happiness. I feel like you need to find happiness in the pursuit. Always have a plan, always have the higher, you're going to reach that goal. Make another goal. Keep on going with that. Why just stay at that hilltop? There's a mountain range of hilltops. Fucking find it. We're running out of daylight here, and we just hit the 2-hour mark.
Yeah, not too bad. We got half a couple.
Not too shabby. We got some closing questions here. I don't know how many. It's a couple. I wish we had the fucking studio lights here. How's the crowd feeling?
You know what?
We have a packed stadium. We actually just got 20,000 people.
Shots on me. Round them up.
Oh my God.
I love doing shit for the people.
You know what's crazy is I was listening to Pusha T's fucking one of his quotes from his songs was
Oh, shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. Sorry.
Man, I wish I can. I always spit it in the car, but I wish I can directly quote it. It was like, the richest one in the room without any chains on. I want to do that at a bar one day. When I finish baby step 1, 2, 3, I get 15% and I don't have to worry about a dime. I want to be at the bar spitting that shit and be like, yo, this one goes out to all y'all broke motherfuckers. Shots on me. Let's get it. I'm going to show y'all. No, here's the thing. Tax me. You want to believe in equality? Oh, you want a handout from my motherfucking hard work? Go ahead. Here, consider this a write-off, motherfuckers. Shots on me. For real. No, for real. Shots on me. Guess who got you that, daddy? Daddy bought you that drink, ho. You at my bar today.
It's a fucking Tuesday for me. Somebody bought me a shot. I was over here playing pool.
And we need people like you, for real.
Yeah, hell yeah, dog. What's up? Whoop, whoop, whoop. Whoop, whoop. Fucking free shot, motherfucker. Bought me a shot.
I'm looking at you, mommy. Anyways, all right. So here's the next question. Are there people in your life that you can openly, comfortably disagree with? What makes that work?
Oh, yeah, anybody. Just because
Where's the question? Oh, shit. I just dropped something. Where's the question?
The other question? Here you go.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah, anybody. Everybody around me. I have no shame of disagreeing with anybody. I feel open. Maybe it's to the parents I lived with. But I don't mind questioning authority. I don't mind it. And I'm happy with it. I'm probably antisocial and not a lot of people get around with me.
Would you say you're an introvert?
I'm an introvert 100% because I'm like, hey, just know if I don't click with you, if I don't agree with you,
I'm going to let you know.
I'm going to let you know,
yeah.
And then you're probably not going to like me or something. Well, that's fine.
I feel like take out
I'm out.
You're probably not going to like me part and just say what you feel. There's like two forms of lying. Lying intentionally where you know you're lying just to make them feel better. But the second one is lying internally where like I actually do not agree with them, but I'm going to tell them like Oh yeah, I agree. Just to kind of pass the time and spare their feelings, if you will.
So why
I say
one
why?
take away that probably from
That,
verbal?
that's I honestly feel like that's what this one small step program or whatever story corp they're doing is pretty dope. It's definitely what I want to do in the podcast. I
Mm.
invite people. I invite people.
You hear
Clearly,
that?
I invited
Comment your
a
name. You might be the
bro.
next one on here.
I want to get a QR code and get a Google form going and just post and have stickers all around town going like scan this if you want to talk. That's it. Scan this if you want to talk. That's it. And whoever scans it and they say I want to talk, it's going to be at the library and those in those green rooms, in the closed rooms, and we're
Just
going to have a
closed room.
dialogue. Open dialogue, nothing's off the
There's
table.
free rooms in a library that you could just
You
talk.
can reserve. You can reserve rooms.
And you could talk like, "Hey, how you doing, man?"
Dude,
and laugh.
business meetings, like if you're just in an office space in a cubicle and you need to discuss business matters, you go to the public library and you reserve one of the AV rooms or a green room. It's they're called collaboration rooms for a reason, and they're free. You just have to have a library card, so give them your information.
I gotta get myself to the system.
Obviously, it's not free. Nothing's free. Let me get your first name, last name, phone number, address, so I can sell it off to ad buyers. That's how we make our money. Data
The
mining, if you
city,
will.
and then the city sells it to anybody who jacks into it, which is 24/7.
Dude, I posted this theory, not even a theory. I feel like it's coming true because WSU Tech got hacked. Our systems were down for like 2 fucking months. I couldn't clock in when I was a moderator at esports. I couldn't log into my anything. The public library got hacked. They said their systems were down and they wouldn't declassify anything that's going on. I really attribute this with this open border situation. We've been experiencing more hacks than ever before. Is it Americans? I don't think so. I think it's people from China or India that have the technology and the know-abouts, and we just give them access to the motherland, bro. They're now in the zone. They're in the processor.
So how long did it take you to get into the rabbit hole?
Not even a rabbit hole.
This is a little theory that you're spinning off, buddy.
It's definitely a theory. It's definitely a conspiracy theory.
This
Yeah,
is the
conspiracy
furthest conspiracy I ever heard from you yet.
So-
there's no hard evidence that I could have
There
backed this
isn't.
up.
No, there isn't. The only evidence I have is that when, and I can't call him out, but someone at WSU Tech mediated that, this isn't an outage. We all know what's going on. And I was like, what? We let a lot of students in. We got the highest population of student enrollment last year, and we didn't do any backgrounds. That's why we're changing that you have to be a citizen of the United States in order to enroll WSU Tech. You have to be an actual resident of Kansas, and you have to do... So basically, what I got from that, anyone signing into public university or community college servers and signing up just to sign up, gaining information from other students, because I got so many fucking spam emails, and they had a pretty good security system. But once you accept one, you accept all.
Right.
And so it wasn't that locked down. Now it's pretty locked. So they did good. But somebody told me that, and who was actually like an employee, and he said this isn't an outage. So if that wasn't an outage, why wouldn't that hold true to the public library? Why wouldn't that hold true to corporations that don't have security, VPN, all that? And what would make an American citizen hack if that was the truth? If an American citizen wanted to hack, why wouldn't they do it last year? Why didn't they do it? We just had a spike of enrollment and a spike of an open border. I don't want to say correlation for causation.
I think you are, in a way.
Okay, fuck it. I'm saying correlation to causation here.
Take away probably,
Indians, Chinese people, because I don't think El Salvadorians are doing it. Maybe even Venezuelans can do it.
It could be a smart one.
But the same technology we have here, they have over there. What's so distantly thinking? What's so distant about thinking an Indian guy who ran a scam call center can cross that border? Because we have documentation of people like that crossing the border with this open border shit that Biden decided to do and Kamala Harris.
Mm-hmm.
Coming over here and now have direct access. They used to do it across seas. What's stopping them from crossing an open border to the land of free opportunity and, well, in a sense of lighter words, dumb people? I got fished. I was an Instacarter and this guy calls me up going like, we're experiencing some technical difficulties, so I need you to accept this code so I can dig deep in your funds. We will pay you $60 for the day for this inconvenience. Okay, I did it. Ex-girlfriend at the time said, that sounds a little scammy. And I said, yeah, I already did it though, but let me call Instacart just in case, because a girl's intuition is more certain than a man's certainty, or a woman's intuition is greater than a man's certainty. So I was certain that this wasn't a scam, but she had some sort of intuition and some sort of proclivity to tell me off. So I said, fuck it, let me listen to her for a second. Called them and they're like, we don't do that. Oh shit.
That's
And then Instacart even told me, you might be part of a scam. Let me block your account real quick and see what's going on. Yeah. This guy was trying to change. As soon as I logged into my Instacart, my credit card information or my debit card information was wiped. So what phishing scams are is they take access to your account, your Instacart account, DoorDash account, whatever, replace your earnings debit card with theirs, instant pay. They just got all your money that you worked hard for the day, and you didn't get $60. I'm stupid. I thought an ice cream cone was $100.
Full circle.
But that's where experience comes in, and now I know not to just trust people and question anybody. Like, and yeah, you don't know what people are up to. You really don't nowadays, especially with this. And I feel like the correlation there is just with this open border.
Yeah.
People are vulnerable. But it's a blessing in disguise. We're starting to find our vulnerabilities. So what do we need to jack up more? Security, VPN. I'm starting to think about getting a VPN for the house, just in case, which is crazy. It's kind of like the DEI situation. Did I get into university because I'm Mexican or because I'm smart? I don't know.
I think you shouldn't question yourself and just be happy that you're there and take advantage of the opportunities of the lessons that you're going to learn.
But why would the question come up
Because
if DEI wasn't thinking? Well, WSU, because Polly mentioned.
You to think that, bro.
Well, did you want a shot?
Nah.
But Polly mentioned that she was a big advocate for DEI, and she was upset that they took out the diversity and inclusion part. So the equity or the equality is still there. I believe there should be equality amongst people, but that's what the 19th Amendment is for. No person shall be shunned out of voting based on sex, which is just I'm just, dwindling down, paraphrasing.
Yeah.
No person should be not turned away because of their sex in order to vote. 19th Amendment. So feminists don't even have a flag to stand on there. Yeah, you're equal as men as we are. So why not vote in someone and use your little feminist power in order to do that? Oh, because other women don't think like you. And they're actually traditional. They actually want to stay home and do some dishes. They actually want to stay home and raise kids. They don't want to work 80 hours like a fucking man can. We can literally bust a nut in a girl, get her pregnant, and still work 80 hours tomorrow. A girl gets pregnant, she's now bedridden for 9 months.
Yeah, and do
unfortunately. Come on. Like, literally, come the fuck on here.
Like,
is there something that they're not getting?
10, 20 years of your life gone.
Out of the door. That's the sacrifice that women make, which is honestly a beauty.
Beautiful, right?
Yeah, it's a beautiful sacrifice. Fuck yeah. And God delights in sacrifice. I'm gonna give this up if you bartered with God. That's the story of I think
Cain and Abel.
No, not Cain and Abel. It's a story of I want to say John, where he was bartering with God on like he told him to go to Sodom. Year one, Sodom, and he was going like because God knew Sodom was horrible, right? They're fucking hedonistic acts, everything. They're basically hippies that created something. If you go over there and you find me 100 people that believe in me, I'll spare everything I'll spare you or some shit like that. And he started bartering with God, going like, what if I find 50? Okay, I'll make that deal. What if I find 20? Okay, I'll make that deal. What if I find 10? Listen. God's all like, listen, if you find me 5, because I know there's no one over there that's going to believe in me. I got you.
There you go, 5.
Guess what? He went, He tried, didn't get a single person.
Damn, my boy John. What
So-
happened, bro?
I don't know. You're gonna have to read it for yourself.
No, you can't do that.
You have to read it for yourself. You have to read it for yourself. All right, these are some.
No, you can't do that shit.
So, give it a go. I wish I had the
My phone
laptop.
died.
I wish I had the laptop.
Fucking John, man, would he ever save the city of Sodom, condemned to hell?
Well, no, but here's the thing: is the call to adventure. He didn't want to go to. He said, "Fuck that. Let them be what they want to be." But God's all like, "If you don't, I'm gonna do this." And he said, "But what? 50's a lot, or 100's a lot. What about 50?" Yeah. And then he negotiated, bartered. But he delights in sacrifice. What's the sacrifice? Instead of John staying where he was, what did he do?
Go to the city.
He left and went to where he doesn't want to go. That's what Carl Jung said, psychology-wise, is you'll find what you're looking for in the place where you don't want to look. So there's the abyss, right? There's the abyss, like dig deep. Why not? Why not go deep? Why are you so scared of the darkness? Is the boogeyman there? Is the kukui gonna get you by the feet?
Sometimes.
And if he does, what are you gonna do? You're gonna run away. You're gonna run away from it.
I shit my pants
you
a
should.
couple
You
times.
should. You should show some gumption and look at him in the face and say, "What's up?"
Throw my
That's where
feces at
dancing
him.
with death is. Just to look him in the eye and be like, "What's up?" Because death only lets you die when he touches you. I'm dancing with him, like doing the salsa. You know, I'm
But
not
that's
touching him.
Yeah,
No,
salsa's
salsa
touching.
is like where you're doing this, right? Where you're going back and forth in movements, but you're not touching each other.
That's some fucking foreplay shit. I'm not touching you.
Boom. Oh,
I'm not touching you.
foreplay.
I'm not touching you.
Foreplay with death, bro.
Foreplay death, bro.
Foreplay with death. Get him right in the pussy. Anyway, grab him right in the pussy. All
I
right.
hit this guy so hard and he's not gonna get me though. I pay hard to get him, motherfucker.
And that's pretty easy to get if you want him.
Man,
That's
yo,
the
this
craziest
guy's a horn
part.
dog.
You can jump off a fucking building. Death's right there on the bottom of a sidewalk of a 20-foot building waiting for you, saying hi. But I like to think of death as on my passenger seat. Hell, he's floating on my lap, because if he sits on me, I'm dead.
Oh yeah, he's full.
Yeah, no, fuck it up, I say. But he's definitely around. Which gives me the tenacity to do what the fuck I want to do, but in the higher sense of purpose rather than the hedonic pleasures of hippie movements. You know, I'll do whatever I want, which is fuck anyone I want. No. How about you strive for a higher responsibility on meeting that one person and doing something you don't want to do? Sticking with one person. Yeah, negotiating what you want and standing on standards. That's so hard. Oh, that's your abyss. You don't want. That's the dragon that hoards the treasure. You know. Yeah.
Nice.
But yeah, that John. I'm gonna have to investigate that John story.
Yeah,
That way,
John story.
yeah, dude. Like,
Yeah,
bartering
story.
with God. He delights in
Yeah.
sacrifice. Might as well I give up weed, and now I'm
Nah.
more productive.
I
In
can't
my
do that.
opinion. In my opinion. For me.
That's the ultimate sacrifice. If it's like, hey, yo,
It was, dude. 8 blunts a day. I was smoking everyone out. Fuck me.
Yeah, no.
Fuck. I would spend $120, $240 a week if they meant let me smoke with you for a sec.
Can't
But
go wrong with a good blunt.
I don't need that in order to have these conversations. You can go back on the podcasts too.
Oh yeah.
Literally, day one when I
smoked it.
started this was COVID. I think 2 months after that I smoked with Elam, and then from there it's been a world of a thing. X has
yeah?
gone on the podcast, weeds, me on shrooms on the podcast, everything. You can see the development within the last 4 years, which is
Have you ever
pretty
checked back
dope.
on it? Like, you know what? Let me.
now that I'm talking about it,
Let me
I
see
want to
what
see what type
I'm
of shit. I want to see what
saying.
type of shit I was talking
see
about
what
back
2
in the
years.
dude.
Yeah.
And I want to say back in the day, but it's only been like 3 years. But that's how
Exactly.
much you know people change.
Right.
Literally.
Especially in today's terms.
Oh my god.
Alright.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
Not bad.
You
Next
dropped
question.
the card, bro.
Violation, ladies and gentlemen, 20 people out there.
That's a violation.
Well, Mike. Well, next question I have for you is this. Is there anything about me that surprised you, Mike? That's an old question, but it is that.
Is there anything about you that I found surprising?
I guess so.
Okay. Oh.
What is it about me that you found surprising, Mike?
Yeah, when you went to the conference and you
I was
had some
surprised,
sort
man.
of change of heart or
I did.
something,
I did
some
have a
sort of
little
change of
change.
mentality. I was shook. I was all like, "That's what got you to change, bro. That's what got you to look at that." In my opinion, the
Yeah.
painting of who's the saint? The painting of him taking down Lucifer.
Oh, Saint Michael.
That's what got you to say, "I can be Saint Michael."
I never said that.
Okay, that's what I got. I'm sorry. That's what I got. I'm
I
sorry.
didn't turn to Jesus. No, just like
I
damn.
feel like I think
there
I
is
think
power
in
in Jesus.
yeah, no. I feel like if you take the role of Saint Michael's and you put the devil in front of you, you're always wrestling with him. I feel like that's what Saint Michael was doing in the painting. He's taking down. So eventually, you will be the Saint Michael of taking down your Satan or the Satan. Yeah. So I feel like listening to other people, and then the common denominator from everyone was God, and God.
Fucking God, bro.
Yeah, successful people
We
for
get
some
it,
reason.
we get it.
God and a God and a God. It's like the more times you say I get it, you really think, no, actually, let me listen. Like let me see what they're talking about real quick. What's the hubbub? What's the hubbub here?
Eventually, age 50 will come around.
I don't
Be like,
know.
what's
It
the
could be.
hubbub?
It could be sooner. But then again, I
doubt
said I'm not gonna smoke until 40. I'm over here puffing up on
I
Saturdays.
think you saw.
I'm over here taking a little
Pass.
cheaps on Saturday.
I'm
So
not smoking.
hey, it's there. It's there. You know, there's
Mhm.
definitely a balance for that.
There's
But
always a balance.
I don't know about work life, but there's definitely a balance for some things.
Right.
You know, I'm an alcoholic. Okay, quit, but I feel like have a shot or two, but don't go overboard. Everyone knows. Then again, no
World
one
in
knows the limits.
moderation.
Yeah. I mean, even Jesus turned water into wine, but he also advocates on not chugging the whole fucking barrel of wine.
The best party motherfucker you go to a club with. You got water? Nah, dog.
Hey, yeah.
Damn.
Hey, yo, we got Jesus on the
We
crowd
got
today.
Jesus. Oh, well, we got Jesus. On
Hello,
there.
boys. What can we have today? Ready? We'll have some waters. Here you go, boys. 6 waters. Thanks. Wow, you guys are really lit. This is like your 6th round of waters. Yeah, give me a fucking other water. Give me a water, you
Fucking
whore.
water.
No. Jesus Christ.
Fucking Jesus Christ. Do your fucking job.
Hey, I did. I turned your guys' shit to wine. I'm still drinking water. Wait, you're not drinking fucking Cristal like us?
Who's
What?
gonna be the fucking designated driver, boys?
Oh, Jesus.
My boy.
That takes the whole mantra of Jesus take the wheel.
Take the wheel.
Jesus take the wheel. We always need a designated driver.
We always need a designated driver.
Even sober.
Even
Anyways,
Uber.
he's our Uber. Is there a historic event that occurred in your lifetime that changed the way you view America? Ooh, that's a good fucking question. Is there any events that made you view America differently, bro?
Swine flu.
What the fuck? I did not expect that answer.
No, the swine flu that got
How?
America so scared of an unknown disease. So many people are dying. So many people with this pig disease or Mexican disease or whatever. I don't know if it happened in Mexico or whatever. In America. Oh, we're so scared. People are dying, massively dying. Like, this is how you guys react during a concern? Just a simple germ? And this is what happens. You guys freak out, go haywire, and start blaming. 2 months later, everything is fine. How the fuck do you do that, America?
But how did that open your eyes to... What was the question? How good America was or some shit? Change the way... No, I guess... So how did you view America prior to the swine flu?
A strong, happy country to be part of.
And then you realized...
That it is a fragile place to be part of.
Yeah. Okay.
That you have to make your own footings and standings.
Cheers to that. I don't think you have anything, but...
Oh, yeah, I'm empty. It's all good.
Cheers to that. Yeah, I definitely agree with that. I feel like America's becoming a fallen republic, aka, we all had our say in votes during votes, and we followed fundamental beliefs. But nowadays, it's like we're democratic. When the fuck did that? Where does that say that in the Constitution?
Right? Where does it?
Jesus.
They didn't even say we're in a republic.
Where does it
And
say
then-
white privilege is privilege? Jesus Christ.
And then so that ties back into the whole entire
We the people. Does it say we the white people?
The COVID shit.
Oh God.
It is like, so this is another swine flu in my mind. Everything right now is like, you guys in America overreact. Read your newspaper for 2 weeks, a month or two, and then give your opinion. Right now, you see a fox in your yard, and you're getting everybody in the fucking town riled up to shoot this one
Involved.
fox.
You really need to get everyone involved
Shoot
into
this
your thing.
fucking wolf in the backyard, or coyote.
My kid's going through an existential crisis. Let me talk to my neighbors. Because I don't know what to do. When the fuck was that okay? Ever. I don't think my parents, definitely with themselves, but I don't think they asked their sisters, brothers, my uncles, what should I do with my kid? He's acting this way.
I think that happens to this day, though.
Not a professional, though. They asked, literally, like, just someone. It's like the fucking next door neighbor that was before these new ones, who thought he could come into my fucking car when I was smoking a blunt on a podcast, and I think I kept the podcast, I forgot what episode, drunk as fuck, trying to talk to me about, like, life or some bullshit. I don't know, but I know he has 2 girls, so he can't talk to a man.
Right.
And so I don't know if he looked at me like a kid. I felt like I fucked someone's kid for a second. Yeah, you should do this, and, you know, my dad said this and that. I'm like, Jesus Christ, man. What the fuck's going on here? And I just kept saying, I literally just kept saying, yeah, I'm also high. Like, yeah. You're ruining my high, and you're on the podcast being recorded. And it's like, when the fuck did you ever need advice from someone like a neighbor? Oh, I get, like, professionals, right? You need relationship advice, you go to a counselor. You need personal advice, you go to a psychologist, a therapist. You need training, you know, I'm overweight, you go to a personal trainer, right? But when the fuck has it been okay to, my kid doesn't think he's the right sex, so I'm going to ask the committee at, like, some sort of committee that's been made up from just different people without just practical experience rather than analytical. It's the now. We're living in that now right now, which is crazy.
I put my opinion to this committee who share the same type of opinion as I do, but there's a committee though. It's that different people.
Oh my God, that's something. I'm gonna put my opinions out to people that think the same as me. Wow.
Yeah.
You're talking to yourself. Oh my God, you're enlightened.
That you had
you're enlightened.
Approved.
Jesus, that sums it up perfectly. Literally, just like, I'm gonna talk to people that think the same as me. That's where I feel like this thing comes into play. Talking to that woman and when she said, "I have privilege," oh my God, I was so respectful. I didn't make faces. I didn't want to be myself in a sense, but I was myself with my opinions.
Right.
But if I showed my mannerisms of, like, I would have been like, what the fuck? Like, showing a face like, really? You really think that?
Continue, bitch.
Fuck. Like, fuck.
Right.
But I was real in the sense when I'm all like, what can you... Because I shared the experience of the white girl at WSU Tech where she was feeling some type of guilt about her privilege. And I even told her, like, what can she do that this other black Jerome and me can't?
Oh, yeah.
It doesn't... It's not about race or skin color. It's about cognitive ability.
At that point, it's like, yeah. Because it's like... I never really thought about that. But if I was in your shoes or if I was in that place as a friend, like, wait. You think you gotta one-up me right now? You think you gotta...
That's how I felt. No, that's how I felt.
You got
You
nothing
really,
one-up me right now. We're on even playing field. If anything, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt, and you think you're good as me. Yeah. I'll give you that.
Yeah.
Don't ever think you got one-up.
Instead of thinking like she was virtuous in the sense of, I know I have privilege, it was more of like, wait, you think you're like on this pedestal that you should step down and take a knee to minorities?
Right.
First of all, stop. That's ugly. God don't like ugly. So that's ugly.
That's fucking disgusting.
That's disgusting that first and foremost you feel like you're up top here. just because of your skin. Like, that's very low. Like, that's very low. I feel like that's what black people kind of peacefully protested against.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, but I think because of
That's why
5
they get so
generations
tall.
of people that were my skin color developed generational wealth, I have this obligation to help people, which was in her bio. I have an obligation to help others. I get it. No, I get it. You have an obligation to help others. Don't put skin color into it.
Yeah, that's why black people grow so fast.
Mhm. Yeah.
I
No,
know.
yeah, 13 years old, and you didn't believe it when I said this, like at Valero.
Oh.
13-year-olds coming in for a blunt wrap. And I said, share. I said, yeah, I can't. Not which Valero here. But no, yeah, there was gang members at like 10 years old getting into the gang, and already like we would think of him as a 25-year-old man.
Mm.
But here's the dark side of the black community is that the single mothers treat the black men, aka their sons, as the husband of the whole thing, aka the responsible one. So they acknowledge that men have a higher duty, and they put that upon their sons rather than her finding an actual man that would take the helm, which is sad.
Hey, I think she could be a
It's
strong,
so
independent
sad.
woman.
I don't think there can be a strong independent woman. I think women need men.
Not my grandma. Grandma killers.
Is God a man or a woman?
I haven't met God, so I can't say yet. I do wish he's a big-breasted woman, but beggars can't be choosers.
I can say he's a woman. I can say she or it's a woman, right? God's a
Right?
woman.
I haven't met.
I dig it. I dig it. I definitely feel
have
like men
hopes.
have this, like you said, everything needs a balance. I feel like the feminist movements of we can be empowered women, single moms, and all this other stuff is okay for a bit, but just know, you couldn't get further than the housewife.
Oh yeah,
Like, that's a point blank period.
yeah. That's the pinnacle.
Unfortunately, in
Is
the
it?
darkest sense, in my opinion.
Being
In
a
my
housewife
opinion.
is amazing.
Come on. All you do is in your PJs, you take care of the kids. Next thing you know, you have a house to yourself.
I wish
What are
I
you gonna do else? Not
Mhm.
clean?
If I could be a husband or a house husband
A
or whatever,
stay-at-home husband?
stay home. I'll fucking choose that. Leg
Beta
over
male,
heel.
dude. You fucking
I'll fucking
beta
give
male.
into that shit. I'll wear the apron. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, no. Nowadays, a lot of
Let me
liberals
chill at the
want to be
home and
a
do that
house
shit.
male,
Yo, let the woman take the fucking voice. Go ahead.
and
If
then
you want
wonder
to take
why
the
their
voice,
woman cheated.
dude, I don't give a fuck.
Come the
I'm
fuck
taken
on.
care of, dog.
That's it.
That's all I care about.
But that's where the highest sense of responsibility comes in.
As long as I'm taken care of, yeah,
So you want another mommy?
that'd be fantastic.
Ew.
But,
in the Sigmund Freud sense, because Sigmund Freud had this
As
whole
the
thing
ultimate.
about we're psychology. In the greater sense of psychology, we view everything as sexual. And so when you sucked on your mother's titties, you want another mommy, and it's like, that's where I disagree. That's where I literally disagree with Sigmund Freud, because he had some good points. I read his book. I have a book, the diagnosis of or diagnosing psychoanalysis.
Mhm.
I still need to read that, but listening to a lot of lectures from Jordan Peterson, I disagree with a lot of his points. I don't think that a building shaped as a penis is a penis intentionally. I think it's shaped that way because it's architecturally sound. Like, it's just gonna stand. That's it. Like, that's all.
The
Fundamentally
penis will
speaking.
always stand fundamentally.
I dig it.
I
But do I
respect
want to play house with a stranger? I don't
Mhm.
think so. I want someone with a personality to communicate with. Jesus.
I can see it. Alrighty. How you guys feeling out there?
Oh my, we just got 20,000 more people. This is a record.
This is fucking crazy. My eardrums almost bursted by your guys' excitement out in the crowd.
What?
Yeah. I almost went deaf.
What?
Yeah, I almost became Beth. What is his name? That guy.
You became Beth? I heard that.
Yeah, it was like Beethoven.
Oh shit.
I almost became Beethoven.
Bro, we're playing symphonies.
All right,
We're
next
playing
question.
we're playing symphonies.
We're on the line here, ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen, next question from the One Small Step Story Corp.
Could you briefly describe, in your own words, your personal political values? In your own words.
Traditional and conservative, in the lighter sense of, I believe women have their place in the world, men have their place in the world. Anything else deviated from that will cause nothing but harm to the man in the mirror or the woman in the mirror.
I know some of these words you say.
I know some of the words. I understood some of the words. Yeah, I mean, I really do feel like it's a man's duty to support a wife, not the other way around. And I feel like that would cause a greater rift in the relationship. Because we just know psychoanalytically that women are different personalities than men. Women can have masculine personalities, men can have feminine personalities. Do I think that they can't grow separate from that? If you give the whole masculine side to the woman that has already a masculine personality, the helm of the whole household, and then she leaves, the man's just there as a feminist and going like, I hate all women.
That's so sad.
It's sad.
It
But
is
then
sad.
that's where I feel like if you're an actual man, and there's let's call it 8 billion people in the world, there's going to be that Filipino girl that you can order online that will literally cook you breakfast. If no American woman that believes in anything that they see on TikTok and social media doesn't deliver.
That's true. My
Fuck.
girl's name is Amy, the one that I ordered.
Bro, I'm going to order a Russian doll, a Russian girl, and she's going to cook me eggs and bacon in the morning.
Edition. I seen that model.
Hey, listen, I went for Swedish, but they were too expensive.
They're a little bit on the pricey side. They're a little bit on the
Now, if you want a real bargain, you go for that Filipino.
That's a Rolls Royce right there, my boy. You driving a Rolls Royce? Is what you're saying?
Yeah, but they don't have big titties, and I'm a big titty guy.
Yeah, you know, maybe the trunk is not there, but it still goes vroom.
They all go vroom. I think
No.
Kendrick Lamar said it best. It all feels the same.
All pink on the inside. Yeah.
Sure. No, it literally all feels the same. That's where I look at personality. Can you stand on these standards? Can you treat me like a man that's gonna provide for you and shut the fuck up?
Find that, man. If you can find that, that's amazing.
8 billion people in the world. I think there's a higher probability of finding that than settling.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, settling for someone that's always gonna nag me and go like,
No.
I'm gonna listen to my 3 girlfriends that are single and drive me out of a 10-year marriage.
You know, this is the second time right now that I had a revelation of this settlement mentality I've been having and carrying.
Mm-hmm.
It sparked on the KC trip when we were in Kansas City.
Interesting.
We were in Jack in the Box.
Jack in the Box is the shit.
We were trying to order 50 tacos.
Oh shit! You guys were trying to fucking grub.
At 2 a.m.
Fuck.
And they
They
were
said
pissed
no.
off. And
Yeah.
They said no. They said fuck you. They literally said fuck you.
You guys aren't serious.
And they're like, no, we're serious. We got 5 people in here. 10 tacos each. That's 50 tacos. We need 50 tacos.
Yeah, no, we're not gonna do that.
They said fuck no.
Fuck no.
They said that and we're like, we'll fucking wait here.
We're calling the police. and
There's a
having you
line
trespass.
of 7 people behind us. We're like, your manager had to come out here, tell us that there are Uber drivers behind us that have order ready. That's gonna be a 30-minute wait for our tacos if we order them.
Sure.
And she told us that before we got to the place to order. And I was like, yeah, we'll wait then.
Yeah.
So we waited an extra 40 minutes to get to the line to order.
Did you get him?
And we never got it. So, they had to park all the Uber drivers. They had to reverse drive and go into the parking drive because we did not move.
Oh shit. Who was driving?
I don't know. And Pelon was talking. So,
Already.
and it really does.
It's an hour wait. Minimum.
And we're all drunk.
Yeah.
And we're all doing a good
Yeah.
shit. And
We
it's,
want tacos,
We want
dude.
these tacos. We're like, no, fuck you. And it was just like, man. And then Pelon with his sweet talk. What about 30 tacos?
God damn it. The negotiation tactic.
It gets quiet. We could give you 13 tacos. I was like, I settled. Give me fucking 13 tacos.
Fuck it.
Fuck it. It's been an hour.
I'll eat 3 tacos.
I'll eat
Fuck it.
2 tacos. Let's
Yeah.
get 30 tacos and
How
go
are
home.
the tacos?
And they're like, if you could do 13, why can't you do 30? No.
See, now you're arguing for fun.
Like,
all
we
right,
lost
man.
it.
You already
So
see
we
what
left.
the restaurant can do.
So
you just left. You didn't even get the tacos after all that negotiation.
So, no, because they never wanted to respond back to us after waiting there and shit talking them and wishing them anal cancer. And, so after all that, we're like, right, fuck these guys. We left, drove 10 minutes to a different one, to a richer neighborhood,
Same thing.
to an upscale, to a
Same thing.
They're like, hi, how may I take your order? No line, like
30 tacos.
can we get 50 tacos?
50 tacos?
They're like, our tacos come in 2. Are you wanting 25 of those orders? And we're like, yeah, a total of 50 tacos. Like, that's gonna be like a 30-minute wait.
Okay.
That's fine, we could wait. Okay, your total is gonna be 49 something.
Damn.
We're like, what? Like, yeah, it's gonna be this amount. We just have to pull up to the parking lot. We'll bring it out to you. I'm like, we were just at this other one and fuck this place. They told us to fuck off. Like, wait, the ghetto one? They told you to fuck off? Like,
Sounds like the ghetto. Sounds like the
yeah,
ghetto.
that was the one. They're like, yeah, we know, blah, blah, blah. They got their manager. They're like, hey, this customer just came from over here and they told him to go fuck off. They're like, we got you, dog. We hook you up. Well, we got those tacos. No, man.
No, but they hooked it up with 50 tacos.
They hooked it up with 50 tacos. They stacked it up to the max. They made sure everything was as advertised. And they were in boxes of 10s. So we got 5 boxes and we opened them 10 tacos. We're like, this looks like you'll see a picture of advertising.
So
These guys cared.
So how does that stack up to the Taco Bell tacos?
No comparison.
Really?
I'll go 100% over that tacos because it reminds me of Burger King.
It's a
tacos.
travel taco.
It's a travel taco. Whenever I'm in Jack in the Box radius, I am going to that Jack in the Box.
Let's be honest, is it the nostalgia factor?
No.
It's the taste.
If there was Burger King tacos and they still had that in their menu that I could go order,
They still do. It's more expensive.
I try and then they say they don't.
What?
When did you go?
I feel like when I do DoorDash.
They have tacos? They're
I want to say they
going?
sell them in just ones now instead of 2 because of Bidenomics.
No, yeah, but still have the tacos.
When's the last time you tried one? Go.
Like 3 months ago, and they're like, no, we don't have those tacos.
Maybe they took it out because of supply and demand.
Maybe
Not a lot of
they're
demand.
limited.
Yeah. No. I dig it. No, I dig it though. I dig it because I remember going from when I was 9 years old, traveling back to the USA, stopping at Taco Bell for a taco. But that's just because of nostalgic of my mom ordering it. Now, were they good? I'll take a fucking Doritos Loco Taco and eat it. And eat. You order, dude.
Taco, bro. They go fire.
If you get on my DoorDash, bro, and you order a fucking 12-pack party combo of 5 layer burritos and 5 Dorito Loco, I'm gonna scarf them down, bro. Don't tell no one. I'm a carnivore.
Just letting you know.
Just letting you know.
The shipment won't make it. It's delivery.
Like, I think I'm gonna order some Halo Top after this, but
They fell off the truck, if you know what I mean.
All right, last question of the night. I gotta take a piss. I'm pretty fucking wasted, and it's a Thursday night.
It is a Thursday night.
Friday mornings are pretty busy for breakfast.
It's a nice calming morning. I enjoy it.
But it's also the phone's on 8%. I want to get it charged before I post it. Is there something about my beliefs that you don't agree with, but you respect?
Well, I respect all your opinions, and there's.
Do you have the cart?
Do I have the what?
The cart, or have I already taken it?
No, I have the card.
The cart.
Um,
Where's the cart? Fuck it.
You got it. All right. The strongest one that I don't believe but I respect will be. Man, this might be a little bit weird to say, but your little hatred on women a little bit, man. I was like, I get it, I see it.
Where do you find the hate between what I say about women?
Well, just like, if I could kick sand to a woman, I would. That's your approach, to my opinion. And I was like,
okay.
No reason to bring up their fucking. It's fine.
Mm-hmm.
But that's just me. That's your opinion, so I respect it, and I will go back and forth with you.
Let's
And
go on a debate with this. Just a little debate.
Just a little debate.
When have I said I'll kick sand to their face?
Never.
What made you think I would kick sand to their face? Because of what I said. And what is it specifically that I said about women that kind of, in this day and age of terminology, triggered you?
Yeah, no, if every example you could give, there's a woman example to your argument.
Let me get some of that pink stuff.
Oh, yeah, the little vibrator, bro?
So if I say I believe a woman's place is to go ahead and wash the dishes and support the man.
I agree.
Is that hate against women?
No, my just saying is that you will find
Oh.
a example in women to support your
Ideology.
in a wrongful way.
Interesting.
That's all I'm saying. Like, you will go to the extra mile to find that, oh, but women do this, or you will find an example that women does it better, or just use that as an example.
Okay.
That's one of the things I noticed that you would drag down first.
Okay. I'll definitely have to take that into consideration.
But
Because when I and this is honesty from me, when I speak, I feel like I'm causing no harm to them, but I do. And now that I'm thinking about it, I see where you're coming from. Yeah, where it can definitely be perceived as hate towards women.
And maybe my term of saying hatred towards women doing that was like, the first thing you do is that, bam.
It's just shut them down.
Yeah.
Before they get their chance.
But I won't say even shut them down. It's nothing about what you say.
Okay.
It's that you look at that as your first example or an example of, versus expanding other examples. There's always a linger of women in the reason why you got this. If that makes sense.
Yeah. I guess just 8 billion people in the world. There's bound to be a woman that's submissive.
I respect that.
Yeah.
And no. I want that, and that should be the lay of the land.
So what deems this is what I'm confused now. If you agree with that point, what I don't see the correlation of hatred towards women.
I told you it's you going out of your way to find an example in your arguments that deal with women to support your arguments.
So like the wage gap.
I agree with that. There is no wage gap.
Mm-hmm. Men work harder and longer hours,
I agree.
And so why do women feel like they have the right to say we need to work less?
Women are bickerers. They just want to bicker. Let them bicker.
I just don't see how that.
I'm just saying, you go out of your way, to get examples to support your arguments.
Perhaps
majority of it, is women examples.
I think you mentioned this on the last podcast. You're fundamentally a feminist. If there was a feminist rally, you would be right there marching with women.
I don't know
for
about
rights.
That.
I think we mentioned that. I think we covered that on the last. Like you said, I think it was an inside on a YouTube one. It was like I am a feminist. I feel like they should have some sort of rights. And that was probably when you were with Miss Haley.
Yeah.
But she was definitely.
She was a feminist, but
yeah.
I didn't change my opinion on them. They're fucking crazy, and there is what more rights do you want that you don't have that we know all human have rights to?
So, but in my terminology, I just go the extra mile in order to prove they're in the wrong rather than.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
There you go. I like that. Whatever you worded it, you go out of your way.
I definitely go the extra mile. Definitely.
Hey, and you know what? In this society and world of people shaming masculinity, we need that voice.
Well, I feel like that's why I got shunned out. Well, during the whole small step program, the moderators all like, remember, we're here, not what we see on YouTube. He stopped me midway conversation. He's like, Eric, can I just stop you there? We're here to talk about how we personally are versus what we just see and perceive from YouTube. And it's all like, I'll be honest. Like, it makes sense because I was talking about like YouTube. Like, I see this on YouTube rather than I've been on the university campuses and seen segregation of Israel's versus the Palestinian shit. But have I seen personally feminists? Yes.
Oh,
WSU Tech. Finn identifies as a male, but stands up for, hates Joe Rogan because he's a quote unquote misogynistic guy.
What does that even mean?
He talks bad on women. He has, and I mentioned this too, he has 3 girls and a black wife, but and this is what I think, right? I still have to interview Finn, but he doesn't want to do anything of that nature. You just perceive a buff guy as misogynistic because you're scared. What did a guy do to you in your past, dude?
Yeah, do you see him as a bully figure at that point?
Yeah. No, you listen to a podcast.
Yeah.
Literally, he's a comedian and a dumb guy, and puts his ignorance before him and says, "I don't know anything. I'm gonna ask the stupid questions." But all of a sudden, we get internet and everybody knows everything. So he's a misogynistic because you heard it on TikTok or Facebook. I'm not sure where you're getting that from because I listen to podcasts, but because I listen to your ideology of he's a misogynistic jerk, I'm a misogynistic jerk. I believe there's a term for that in psychology. I forget what it's called, but it's comparing your apples to someone's oranges and saying it's an apple, which doesn't make sense whatsoever and will not get you further where you are now.
Oh yeah, no.
You're taking testosterone as a woman. Relax. Is that the stretching too far part? It's like
No.
Going back to her being a woman.
My defense, and if I ever meet this person or anything, but just my credibility of her, anything that she says out of her mouth is down to 0. Due to the fact that she's taking supplements to become something she's unable to become.
This is definitely where I
figure out your psychology first, and then come talk to me.
I definitely want to encourage you and Jairo to go to this. That way you fill out a bio and you talk to someone different, because it's enlightened me for sure. Like, I've never talked to older white women like that. Like, I've interacted with them. They're kind, but damn, there's definitely differences I did not expect, and it was 50 minutes never flew by so fucking quick.
Oh yeah, I bet.
I wanted another hour, and I feel like she wanted another hour too.
No, let me debate this guy a little bit more. Let me talk to this guy.
More dialogue. Yeah, talk to this guy
Dialogue.
a little more. So it was definitely fun, and there's a little seminar or a meeting down in the public library on September 10th for participants, and I'm sure if you want to come on and join and view other people's point of views. At the end of the day, people have different points of views. We're 8 billion people, for God's sakes. There's bound to be someone with different points of views. Meet them. Go ahead, have those conversations, tough conversations, and expand. Rather than, like you were saying, about I'm going to talk to someone who thinks the same as me. I'm gonna have a committee. I'm gonna have an opinion.
Same liking people, just like me. Same share opinion. Nothing can go bad.
Literally, nothing can go bad, which is safety in the safety net. You know what I mean? All right, guys. Well, I feel like that's a podcast. We have 4% on the phone.
Nice.
Oscar, any final thoughts? Because I want to do this.
Yeah. The last thoughts that I have for you, crowd, and 200 people out there that are live watching and hearing this.
It got louder. I don't know how we got 20,000 extra people.
No, we got the
I feel like we were
band
sold out 2 hours ago.
I think it happened an hour and a half ago, honestly, but who's keeping count?
We're just making money, selling tickets.
The last thing I want to say to people out there listening to this podcast is Anubis is waiting for you in the afterlife. He will judge your heart, and you will continue a better life afterwards.
Is that death?
Anubis. He just travels you.
Is that the all god?
No. Anubis is an Egyptian god that's like the passenger. He leads you to death. After you die, he goes, hey.
He's the mediator between you and death?
Yeah.
That's a cop out.
Yeah.
We'll
he's
discuss
like-
that later on the next episode. But yeah, I wanna get you on that point. I don't know how much time you got, but I gotta take this. All right, guys, and 4%. All right, guys, have a beautiful night, and we'll ABC you. This will be posted tomorrow. It's Thursday, so just dated this. But have a beautiful night, and we'll ABC you on the next one.
Adios.